I was just about to start the live stream, and a sheep jumped down here and ended its life. You know what? It's a dark time of the year, and you know what can light it up for you? That's right, an IBX Toycat live stream on the internet, of which we are starting one right now. So hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and have you ever thought to yourself, you know, I'm not even going to ask, because I know you thought to yourself at some point, that like, sure, wouldn't it be neat if I had a giant ice pathway in my end? But haven't you then also, damn it, haven't you then also thought to yourself, having done such a great job at taking your boat backwards onto, you know, I just need to like make a little lake here for turning around easily. But here I am, going along it, and I think to myself, you know what, it's a boring ride. You can see basically nothing. I can see some torches breaking on the right there or something. I can see my pathway, I can see some glass, and it's boring. You know, it'd be great if something was here to fix this for me, perhaps. And wow, I'm glad you mentioned that, because what should come out of nowhere, a lot other than this absolute beauty of a thing. And so yeah, I'm gonna leave these boats here. Oh, I literally cannot choose to do that. I'm gonna use my nice little shulker box filled with stone and my shulker box filled with dirt, and we're gonna be placing this a lot further today, trying to go, let's say like an extra 50, 100 blocks. Like, I want this to be a really long pathway, so, because I don't know, I like it a lot. Also, that's so dangerous, this Tuber God. You know, what's more dangerous? Doing that, or another thing that's dangerous. Yeah, didn't see that coming, did you? Also, it's so weird to be able to place on the side of blocks like this. Like, there's something just, ooh, weird about this. I'm standing on nothing temporarily. Anyway, so, hello, I'm IBX Toycat. How's your day going? Mine's gone pretty well. Also, I've decided to make a few changes to the bottom here, because I want it to be a cave, even though, like, you know how you saw in, like, chunk runners, there's, like, a bit of, like, a meandering water at the bottom? Rather than using water, because even though that's a fun way to simulate, like, ooh, look, we're going places. Instead, what I figured would be fun is if we... do I have to remove this block? We'll just start from here, whatever. What I figured would be fun instead... Oh, we're just going to lose a lot of stone today, it seems. But what would be fun is if we have a little pathway right here, and every 4 blocks we'll, like, turn to, like, the left, like that. You know, I'm just going to lose the stone forever. That's fine. That's an A-okay thing to do. And then we turn to the center, and we go 3 blocks. Is this 3 blocks? And then after 3 blocks, we turn to the right, and oh god, I'm so scared I'm gonna knock myself off. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna... Also, thank you so much. Here's Chrissy for becoming a channel member. You have a picture of Shrek. Well, it looks like Shrek lying in bed, semi-naked. Also, you did get your hair cut. It looks good, says Pat Merriman. Yeah, you know, learning to cut your hair yourself, or maybe having someone in your life do it for you, is a nerve-wracking experience. And, like, honestly, I never appreciated, like, I usually just go to get it cut because it's easier. Now I appreciate, like, oh god, if you mess it up yourself, there's no one to blame. It's like when you go to Subway. There's no protection from, like, you messing up at Subway. You make a bad sub at Subway, and you can't be like, hey, you did a bad thing, and you can't be mad at someone. That's all on you, you know? Your sub decisions are your own, and that is the real tragedy here. Is this the right number of blocks to go at? Wait, it's 3 blocks, and then that, so... Or is that 4 blocks right there? You know, I think I've messed up already. Maybe we should just make the straight line bits longer. There we go, that's my new solution. Straight line bits are 4 blocks long. Get with the new normal. And there we go. And so we're gonna have like a little zigzaggy path. Because I was considering it being straight, but I gave it a little bit of a try by just placing the blocks on earlier. And I was like, not really a big fan of that. So there we go. Now we've got a design. Now we've got a layout from which we can place our grass blocks. And then I also want to place, like, I want to have some, like, random water pathways going somewhere. So, for instance, we'll remove a block, like, over here, let's say. Yeah, sure. And then we'll place, like, you know, we'll just let it fall off the edge. Okay, now we have to place a block there. Oh, actually, it's not going to work. So we have to, like, place that. And then we'll place water here. And it should try and flow into that little hole over there. Hey, I did it. And so now we've got some water, we've got some grass. Tell me, chat, do you think... Oh, God. Okay, another firework is in order. Tell me what you think. Do you think this adds to the vibe of the place? Look, it's got water, it's got grass, it's got all the things that we need. So again, what's the grass pathway for? It's just to simulate that it's like a cave biome. Like, there's a real thing going on here. Also, what's your stance on elbow creases? I personally rate them a 7. Also, What am I reading? You know, I want to go back to people like, here's Chrissy, the Shrek in bed after a morning of questionable things. But instead, I'll talk about elbow creases and say, you know what? I'm gonna have to look at an elbow crease here. You know what, my elbow crease, I'm not gonna show you my elbow crease, internet. That is something I will save for later. Anyway, also Elias Lawson says, yeah, I agree, this map was, this was inspired by Chunk Runner, the map. I liked it. I thought that was a good map indeed. Okay, so we're gonna build out the grass pathway first. We might regret this later, but like, whatever. We'll deal with it, right? And then we can kind of follow with all the stone that should go around it, etc, etc, etc. And then boom. So, getting stoned in the end, says Anubis. I can't believe I missed that. Also, should I become a member? Look at my last message. So, I am doing, you know, like, I'll be honest with you. Of course, there is, there is a reason as to why, but I'm doing, like, a little bit of a membership drive. You know, it's January, add money, you know. It's not the greatest it's been. In fact, it's not just not the greatest it's been, it's, like, the worst in the year. And so, a way to, like, help any given YouTuber at this time is to... I've got some color. Should we put some color down too? Do you think that'd look good, or is that too much? What do you reckon, chat? Like, throw a little bit of color in these sidewalls here? You know, let's give it a try. Let's see if it looks okay. If it looks great, we can continue with it. If it doesn't look great, we can not. I guess I probably put the color in there to use. Or, what does it do? You know, I have so many boxes filled with stone, I don't even know what's in them anymore. But speaking of things that I don't know... Oh, God. That is a loud notification. Speaking of things I don't know, hey, junkie communist, haha, camels go moo. Camels do not go moo in my experience, but that's all cool. But yeah, as of Here's Chrissy, we have 405 members. So if you want to become a member, you want to increase the number that we have for the pure, you like supporting the streams, you want to see more of them. Becoming a member is a great way to do that. Also, oh, lovely, an anxiety stream of the Abyss. Good luck, have fun, please no fool. Yeah, I think we'll be fine not fooling. I think we've got a good chance of making it through regardless. We'll see if we fool. You know, we probably won't fool ever, right? I mean, what are that would be bad if that happens, so it probably won't. Bad things don't happen statistically. I've got facts and stats and everything to back this one up. See, I'm gonna work on the torch les first, because like every 6 blocks I place a torch, and then I go another 6 blocks forwards. And then I place a torch, and then I place another 6 blocks. And then I place a torch. Is this 6 blocks? I think this is 6 blocks. Hey, thank you, Elias Lawson. Appreciate you joining the club. Also, pay money and marry the cat, says Alias Shay. Exactly, sentences that precede unfortunate events, says Shravia. Hey, it's good to see you, Shravia. I did not have Fanta today, says Cat Beanie. You know what? It's crazy. We have so much in common. I also did not drink Fanta today. Get that. Like, I had the opportunity to drink Fanta. I was at the store. I saw there was Fanta there. I didn't drink Fanta today. And that's, you know, it's, I always think, like, you know, if this is someone's first live stream, there's so many things that are just like, what? Why? Like, I guess that's kind of like when you build up a relationship over time, to the weirder it looks to onlookers to that relationship, I guess. Even if it's a parasocial relationship like we have. You know we have it, internet. You know we've got the most parasocial relationship. Big Fish says Paperface. Big Fish is the real reason to play Bedrock. Thank you for confirming that you agree. So yeah, let's place this first, and then we can place the torches to kind of match the ones from before, and it'll be great. So neither did I. I did drink water though, says Duncan Wall. I've been trying to drink a dumb amount of water, partly because it like suppresses your appetite, and partly because like, you know what? I just feel like to be healthy, I'm gonna try and max out a few things. And one of the things I want to max out, because like this is healthy month. I'm locked inside anyway. Might as well save up the calories for when I'm next in a place that's not here, namely the United States or basically anywhere else. At the store, you've been spending so much time in America. Do we not call it the store in the UK? Bob the Fish. You're confusing me now. What do we call it here if it's not at the shop? I guess. Glad to be here. It's okay. I missed a lot of streams, but it's good to be here. You know, it's okay. I went missing. You went missing. We all go missing, except the people who don't go missing, who are objectively better than those who do. Just saying. We do call it the store in the UK. It's at the shop, yes. I feel like both are acceptable. Like, maybe that's the Americanism creeping into the UK. But I feel like both are acceptable. I wouldn't be shocked if someone said either. Also, Hellfire117, welcome to becoming a channel member. Thank you for bringing us up to, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna make sure I get this count right, because I got it wrong a few streams ago. Thank you for bringing us up to 407 channel members. That is exciting. That is a nice number. I wish I could do the, honestly, like, you know, reasons to like Twitch, they're like sub numbers are public, so you can have like a goal on screen. I could write my own on screen, but like that's a lot. You know, let's do it. Let's see what the text says right now. It's probably long, boys, right? Yeah, so we just have to prop these that out and be like, you know what? Member goal 407 out of 10. There we go. Now it looks like we got really successful really recently and we just haven't updated the goal. Yeah, look how well I'm doing compared to my goal. This is my favorite tip that no one ever gets. Like, you know, if you're not doing well in life, set your goals lower. Boom. It will help you out so much. Also, thank you very much for the super chat. Ilias Lawson, smoking makes you not hungry. 2 out of 10, don't recommend. I know, like, I always want to bring this up to people and like, the answer is always something really sad, so like, I've stopped doing it. But like, getting into smoking in 2020, it's like getting into like, you know, like in the 1940s, you understand like, oh, people thought it's cool. They don't know the science. Like, okay, it's understandable. Where are all these guys spawning? How do they always spawn in such large numbers too? You know, you can vaguely understand people getting into smoking. And like, but it's like, you know, it's widely known that this is cutting so, and you know, like, and then it's always something sad like, yeah, well, I don't really want to live a long time anyway. Or like, you know, I got into it in a bad phase and now I'm addicted. And it's like, you know, this made me sadder to hear this. I'm gonna go back to not hearing this. Getting into smoking in 2020 is like getting into smoking in 2021. Did I make the 2020-2021 mistake again? Damn it. 400% of members has been achieved to sound effects. I hate to call you out in your maths, but it's actually 4,000%. 4,700%, right? No, 4,070%. Come on, guys. Help us hit 5,000%. Yeah, look at me. Look how good I am at achieving my goals. But yeah, if you're having a problem achieving goals, just set the goals lower. You know, that's the beautiful thing. You literally doing nothing towards your goal. Like, oh yeah, I set myself the goal of, you know, smoking less. You know, set yourself the goal of smoking the same amount. Like, if your goals aren't achievable, then you're doing them wrong. Good afternoon, Toy Cat from a... Oh, wait, first. I'm Welsh, but I should buy... Okay, I don't know what you're saying. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Toy Cat from a frozen lake in Minnesota. Woman shrinking.
I'm so jealous of places that get snow so often that it's genuinely not notable to them. Like, you are hoarding the snow, and that makes me sad. Also, is this normal? Is this okay? Oh, I messed up the pattern. Chat, do you reckon we should just go with the messed up pattern and pretend that it's deliberate? Ah, yeah, we'll do that. That's what we do with everything in this world. And then we'll just mess it up the other way. Yeah, we can just mess up the other way on the same thing. So, oh, I went too many blocks this way. Yeah. Oh, this is very bizarre. So now we're gonna bring it back to the center, and then kind of go to the left too much, I guess. There we go. You know, wing it exactly. When in doubt, just keep on being a doubt and hope that no one questions you. That is my favorite tip. So yeah, someone on Twitter said they were mad at you for enjoying snow because they get it so much it's a burden. Like, you know what? I think it's interesting. Like, it literally brings joy to me. I think the reason why is because like, apparently not everywhere's like this, but when snow happened in the UK, school was cancelled. Like, you know, I don't want to be the person who's like, oh, what if actually school isn't important? Because, you know, like, it's a widely held position amongst people who don't like school. You know, people who do like school are the weird ones, in my opinion, but we'll ignore that.
That's my boy. Encouraging people to keep their expectations tiny so they'll be less whiny. I am so proud of you. Here is your allowance.
You know, people who are whiny about missing their own goals themselves, it's like, you know, that's a type of that's a whole different type of whiny, right? But you know what? Thank you, Fuki Helms. Those are words to live by. Those are words we all should be living by. You know, whether we all do or not is debatable. Maybe something to talk about. But we all should be keeping our expectations tiny, and we all indeed should be trying not to be whiny. I live in snowless California. I think there's snow in some parts of California. Like, one of the places I really wanted to go this year, but couldn't because I had to leave America before the snow really kicked in, was Lake Tahoe, which I think is in California. I think it's also in Nevada. I think it's one of those, like, border area places, but, you know, it's in California. It gets snow. People like to go there, supposedly. You know, that's what they say. But can you really trust people on their own opinions? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I live in Lithuania, and when you stream, I watch at 22:55. Yeah, I always forget that there's, like... I always assume it's, like, all of the EU on the same time zone. I forget there's, like, the very eastern parts are on the Russian time zone, which is fun. I said that to my Gmail today about being less whiny. Was your grandma whining at you or something? Or you just like, you know what, Grandma, I've had enough of this. You're gonna stop. The Endermen are scaring me. Yeah, I really don't like them being there. I really don't like them being there. If I was the sort of person to, like, switch to peaceful, now would be the time for that. It is just knowing that if I look at them wrong, something will go a bit wrong, something will go very bad. It's not the most comforting feeling in the world. Will you ever recycle an entire end city? Honestly, the recycling project, like, I've been less enthusiastic about the building side of it recently. You know, take from that what you will. I know, like, structures got so complex that it takes, like, hours to rebuild, and, like, you can't plan around rebuilding it precisely, which is a nightmare. So I've just kind of stopped. Whether that's a good thing for... Oh, see, why does that happen? I don't like that. Oh, God. I hate this. I hate this so much. I don't like it. Please stop, Mr. Enderman. I want to get off this wild ride. Okay, so the next one's 903. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Just stop. I don't know why they're so teleporty today, too. But yeah, we'll make sure we're in a safe place where there's some blocks below us with which we can fall onto. So I guess we'll do the top blocks. Yeah, the top blocks are the easiest ones to do first. So we'll just kind of build all the way around here and get back to this nightmare fuel. Exactly. But yeah, I've been trying to drink a lot of water recently. I think water is good for you. I've got that crazy opinion. And, oh, I need to go down. Pick up some... You know, if we're going to go down anyway, let's at least, like, ride our boat away and then ride it back in. So the Endermen will despawn. I don't know if they will all despawn, but they should, right? But yeah, Toycat reminded to update your member goal. Wait, did we get a new member and I didn't add it to the goal? Oh, this is a tragedy. Oh no, it's 407 out of 10 still. Oh wait, you know, you're right. We've done pretty well for ourselves today. Let's update it. There we go. You're welcome. I fixed my member goal for you. I'm sad because Toycat called me weird, but like I said, it's not like I have anything better than school at the moment. Oh yeah, like I do understand that, like, after a certain amount of time out of school, you might genuinely miss this, like, because school, you know, people remember school fondly because they just remember the good bits. They remember the social bits. Like, there's so much of school that is person forces you to do thing you don't want to do. And it's like, you know, I don't think we should be celebrating that. We shouldn't be actively wishing that onto people personally. Anyway, so fun fact: a few volcanoes in Hawaii can get some snow. See, that sounds cool. I'm kind of jealous of people who get to regularly see Hawaii. Wait, I'm gonna use some stone slabs for like a tiny bit of this. Like, I should be using them for all of it because you can't see it anyway. But just to see, oh, we've got too much inventory. Just because I want to see, like how, like it's one of those weird quirks you'll only be able to spot if you look around this world later. We're gonna have some slabs right here. Yeah, we're gonna have to first build over here though. Just make it nice and even. This whole layer at the bottom, I'm just gonna make out of slabs. So then when you look at it from underneath, it'll look real weird. No one will benefit. It'll be great. School sucks for me. Yeah, oh god, we have to break these now because they turn into double slabs because weirdness. I totally agree. Like, to me, like, the things I remember most about school was like, oh yeah, you are forced into a room with, you know, like into a place with lots of people who just happen to be your age. Not, you don't have shared interests with them. You don't have, they're just people who are there, who for some reason you're meant to get along with in some way. And then you're forced into these rooms. You're okay, we go left one now. You're forced into these rooms with those people, and then I'm a little nervous right here, so I'm gonna be a little bit careful here. Anyway, so you're forced into the room, and then you're forced to learn about things that you're not interested in. Sometimes the worst bit is sometimes they're things you're interested in, but they make it as boring as they can. Like, you know what? Today we're gonna learn about the exciting world of like, I don't know, nuclear reactors. It's like, ooh, like the things at Chernobyl. It's like, no, you're gonna memorize how many particles are bonded and how many electrons are bonded to a proton. It's like, isn't that kind of boring? Isn't the best way to learn to be engaged in? No, you will learn because school isn't meant to be fun. Because a lot of people believe that, and you know, I know it's interesting because like I agree that like there needs to be an aspect of school that is like learn the results, learn the rewards, whatever. But also like we need to stop pretending that it's 100% education. Or at least pretend, or like admit that that's like a key part of the education. Like, you know, it's important to learn about doing things that you don't want to do. It's hard to do things you don't want to do sometimes, but yet we do them anyway. Isn't that crazy? You know, that's adulting for you. Whereas instead it's just this weird like, okay, there we go. The river drifted further, but we fixed it. Now we do one last row of stone slabs. Leave the last 3 in the chest. And now if anyone looks underneath this, they'll be... School is basically daycare. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is the thing that, like, was most telling to me about COVID. The first wave of it that happened, they're like, schools, non-essential. They branded that on, like, you know, very early on in the day. Like, that was one of the first things to go. They tried to keep it later on for, like, future lockdown and stuff. But it was like, the cat was out of the bag. They're like, oh, yeah. We only have schools when people need daycare, and you should be at home, meaning we shouldn't be doing daycare for you. You should be doing the daycare. Like, I found that to be a very funny, like, bit of messaging about schools that, like, they're trying to undo now. And, you know, there is some... Again, that being at daycare isn't bad. Like, people will be like, ooh, so there's no benefit in it. It's like, being at daycare isn't a bad thing.
Of my snow. I just tagged you in my
now I'm going to finish the stream. I'm going to be in a great mood. And then I'm going to realize that I have nowhere near as much snow as you. And I'm going to feel bad. I hope you feel great about yourself. Because you should. You've got snow. Also, Alejandro, how do you sprint? Double tap forwards or press down? Oh, so interesting enough, on a controller, I double tap forwards because it's just such muscle memory for me at this point. How are so many Endermen spawning here? But on a controller, I double tap forwards. On a keyboard, I always press control. I find it weird to press a button on controller. I don't like that at all. I'm sure I could get used to it, but I haven't. Again, on a keyboard, it's weird for me to double tap W. Don't ask how I ended up in that situation, but this is where I am. This is how it be. This is what it be like. I wonder if students would actually want to go to offline school after online classes. How would the demographics change? Yeah, I wonder if you gave like, I guess if you get like students the choice, like it'd be up to their parents basically. I would love to see a school where it's like, hey, it's X number of hours long, but also you can choose to stay an extra hour and then like test how many stay the extra hour, or make the last hour of school entirely optional. So you feel like you're doing it because of, you know, education or whatever, rather than because I will get fined if I don't show up. Or my parents will. They'll be upset with me because they need money for food and for whatever else money buys. You know, money buys goods and services. But yeah, like there's so many subjects that are like, they have the life ripped out of them by school. And it's like, I almost feel like it is this like cycle of, I don't want to call it a cycle of abuse, but it's because, you know, like like I said, there is a really valid meaning to learning to do things that you know, not everything you do is going to be your favorite thing to do is a really important phrase to understand in life. Like some people never learn that, and it destroys their prospects of doing even the things they do want to do, because lots of things that you want to do involve doing things you don't want to do to get to that state. You know, like, I like flying. I don't like airport security and how they have entire, and I don't like the US border and how they have access to every detail of my life that I didn't know about somehow. But I do the things I don't want to do, and then like in exchange, I get to do the things I do want to do. And obviously, like, knowing about the trade-off's worthwhile. And like, there are some people who never learn that trade-off, and that's a tragedy. I understand that, but I also think that there are some teachers that are just like, you know what, my school sucked, and so yours is gonna suck too. If something was bad for me, it's got to be bad for you. You know, like this like mentality that, like, you know, if I suffered, you gotta suffers too, because, you know, that's how suffering is. It's not we're not trying to make the world better. We're just trying to inflict suffering on each other to make our suffering feel better. I guess that really like proves the point that like a lot of people can maybe do have some mental health services. Toy Cat, I feel really lonely because I don't want to go out much, and when I want to socialize, boom, quarantine. How do I socialize? Find like an internet group that does something you like, and play with them on, like, play games with them. You probably have that in common. Boom, socializing. Or there's this great subreddit if you want to learn about how to socialize. It's called R Socialism. You know, like, lots of people who are really good at socializing. They're so good at socializing, they have a whole subreddit, you know, about the art of socializing, you know, socialism, if you will. Really, really great thread to check out. But, yeah, wow, Toy Cat picked the wrong night to stream. Why is it the wrong night to stream? Also, hey, Pygirl, good to see you. I hope you're doing good today as well. You know, actually, I hope you're doing pretty good. You know, I hope things could be better. I hope that you're not at a point where you're like, you know what, things are too good now. Things aren't going to get better. You know, I hope there is a pathway to betterness in your life, Pygirl. I was great at school, graduated a total of 3 times, and even though I don't miss it at all, and even then I don't miss it at all, I'm bummed that I have to drag my kids through it now. It's, do you know the crazy fact, actually, you know, I was going to mention that, like, did you know homeschooling is illegal in, I think it's Germany. I was going to mention that, but then I remembered, like, I think that's actually a good thing. Wait, chat, here's one for you. Do you think homeschooling is like, ever a good thing? Because, again, I used to, like, when I hated school, I was like, oh, yeah, it'd be so cool, any other model. But first of all, like, I don't think my mother would have been a great teacher. If you're watching this, you know what? Wouldn't have been a great teacher. I'm sorry, mother. You're not meant to yell, you know. The yelling and the whatever. Anyway, so second of all, though, it should be illegal. Yes, because I'm smart. Like, I only like it on the level of, like, you know what? I guess you should be able to choose for your child, but I also think you're choosing something terrible for your child. And then you get that whole, like, you know what? Should people be able to tell parents what to do for their children? Yeah, the burden falls on the parent to do something that everyone else wants to do. Kids need to socialize. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've met a few homeschooled kids, I guess, because of, like, back in the day, I used to do some recording as part of a group, and part of that group involved, you know, like, the fans of someone else that were underage, and, you know, that led to a whole bunch of problems actually by itself that we won't dive into. Like, the fact that these people were, like, so desperate for socialism, if you will. That's kids who are homeschooled have no idea how to socialize. No, so I spoke to, in fact, one of the moderators on this channel, was homeschooled. I guess they probably finished being homeschooled by the, anyway, they were homeschooled, or, like, just being, I don't know the exact situation, but they were homeschooled prior to it, and they were, like, at least friendly enough. Or maybe the fact that they chose to be a mod, you know, like, people like to act like being a mod is, like, this great, like, privilege, and it's like, no, it's this terrible thing where you help someone out, and then people get mad at you for it. And it's like, I'm enforcing rules that because otherwise the chat's not readable. And everyone's like, ooh, we hate you so much. So maybe the fact that they wanted to be a moderator is really the thing that messes that up. I went to public school and I have no idea how to socialize, says Seri. Also, thank you, Emily Fellows. Do I have a car payment due? Yes. Am I going to spend that money on Toycat? Yes. Here's my tax. Okay, you know, one of the things that makes me, like, happy in life, like, the idea of car payments, I thought was, like, a bit of a, like, you know, like a joke. Like, you know, it's like, what do you have? You have to buy, you know, canaries for your, you know, like, I'm trying to make up fake expenses here, and I'm doing a bad job. I always assumed that like car payment was like one of those things where it's like, yeah, I mean like I bought a, but it's like such a common thing, and it makes me like kind of like brokenhearted for all the people who are like, yep, I pay hundreds of dollars, and it's like very common in America, I guess, because like buying vehicles expensive, whatever. I get it, but first of all, very very apologetic for that, Emily Fellows. But second of all, thank you for the toy cat tax. I hope you are, in fact, able to make your car payment. I would be brokenhearted if not. Hey, how'd you get your ideas? I need more ideas for my long-term world. Also, I'm Welsh. There's a video idea I've been sitting on for a while, because I had so many ideas while I wasn't playing Minecraft over the last couple of weeks. Like, I'm going to have a bunch of project videos soon, and I don't think people are going to like... I thought project videos were other people's favorite things, but I realized they're, like, just my favorite thing. Also, I know the reason Toycat thinks I'm weird is because majority of schools in the world are not like mine. Yeah, I think, like, school is, in theory, amazing. Like, oh yeah, instead of having to do things... Instead of having to go out and do things that are just productive, you learn and you better yourself. Rather than bettering the world, you better yourself. And then, like, you can choose to use that later to better the world or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to say that you're sacrificing the world for yourself or anything. But, like, you can choose to better yourself instead of the world. And then, usually, you know, like, school, someone's supporting you through school, you know? Like, if it's, usually it's, you know, like you, and then, like, if you live in a country of, free college, it's like, oh, and even if you don't live in a country of free college, like, it's the loan company that is supporting you with like very selfish interests, or like it's the, you know, that there's someone supporting you and being like, hey, you just learn because that's fine with us, and that's such a great position to be in, right? Just, oh yeah, you just learn, because I love learning weird facts. I don't know if that's come up at all on this channel. I love weird dumb facts. Also, I love your project videos, says Lorenzo too. I know your name isn't Lorenzo. I've totally made that up. But you said it was okay, so I'm sticking with that. I really like them too. Your project videos are my favorite ones. But they, like, I need to, like, I guess it's all, like, YouTube algorithm stuff. I'm just not very good at. I at one point in, like, 2016, was amazing at playing the algorithm. But I don't put in, like, hours of work every week to it. I put in hours of work, then I find out how it works, and then I go again, and it's like, ooh, it's changed. So I guess I just need to get like better with the title, concept, thumbnail, intros. Like there's things I'm always working on with regards to that, I guess. And I clearly am not doing a. I guess maybe like the next wave of project videos I'll just like try extra hard on maybe or something. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing like a project, massive project every week, because I've been playing so much Minecraft, and it's like, you know, like this for instance. This is part of a mega project. I think you will find. Okay, let's kill some Endermen. Oh, this is going poorly for me. I think people don't like mobs because some of them abuse power and aren't very chill. Yeah, I think like I think it's that thing about authority that I mentioned in a recent video. Just realized recent video hasn't come out. So hey, Arrow Barbarian, thank you for becoming a channel member. Rules. Everyone loves rules on other people. Everyone hates rules on themselves. This is that thing about like, this is the thing about like COVID rules where you can search into it and everyone's like, oh yeah, everyone likes the idea of like, you know, like COVID restrictions, but then you're like, have you broken them? And they're like, well, you know, of course, you know, not for me. I know when to be sensible, but those other people, they're killing grandma. Like, we're very good at diffusing responsibility, I guess. You know, is that a good thing or a bad thing? There's a societal question for the ages. And, you know, like, we're always good at being like, it's someone else's problem. It's not a me problem. It's other people problem. And one part of that is one of the weird quirks of being able to effectively pin things on other people. Oh god, gotta just focus. Whenever I'm like too deep into thought, I'm like, you know, have I brain farted here? Or even better. Also, can you update the goal to 408? You know, okay, let's do that. Let's set it to 408. Unless you mean like someone became a member and I didn't notice. You know, I'll set it 409. Let's be ambitious, okay? Let's be really ambitious. Did I miss a member? Am I crazy? Oh yeah, we're at 408. There we go. We did it. We're one away from my very ambitious goal. Travel on the rest of 20. See, I'm keeping my expectations tiny. You know, will someone become a member over the course of the next stream? Who knows? But by doing that, I shall not be whiny. Also, Alejandro, do you person think you have a loyal fan base? If you asked me a few years ago, I would have said no. Also, hi, I'm new here. Thank you, Simon Sangia. It's good to see you. I hope you have a great day. You know, love your Canadian dollars. Name Simon though. You know, Simon's one of those names because of Simon Says. You're like everyone's scarred from hearing it. They're like, oh no, don't tell me to do things, Simon. Or maybe people in your life are like, yeah, tell me to do that. Yeah, do that, Simon. I don't know how your life goes, but for me, I'm scarred. Like the whole like Simon Says game. It's like, who is Simon and why does he have authority that whoever is speaking to me and playing this game doesn't? I just don't like it. I don't get it, and I would like for this to be over. Speaking of things I'd like to be over, Traviat Toy Cat, have you played Outer Worlds? Outer Wilds? I've never heard of Outer Worlds. I do like games with a good soundtrack. That's like a thing for me, which is weird. I know like people find that so bizarre that like I don't like music, but I like a good game soundtrack. But you know, I find you weird. Also, speaking of things I find weird, guess what we just did? We hit our member goal. Ooh, 409. We did it. Boom. Yeah, we are. Oh wow! Not only did we break our goal, we broke it twice. You know, I need to set this up so like it can be altered somewhere else because it's like it takes seconds off my ability to do these things. Me wishing I'd become a member right now, says Adorable Ho. The important thing is wanting. No wait, that's the opposite of true. Actually, you know, Red Bull gives you farts, says MR Sleepy. Thank you for that high quality tip. I think wanting things versus like doing things you don't want to do and
My
wanting
Lord
to do
Toy
things.
Cat, how are you? Just wanted to say thank you for being here. I know you don't know me, but you really made my day by streaming today. Wasn't having a good day, but you really made it better.
You know, thank you, Silverwolf 1999. Oh god. Thank you, Silverwolf. Don't thank me. Thank yourself. Or thank the person who brought thank the YouTube algorithm for showing you my stream. That's what I should say. Because today I decided not to tweet out my stream link. I was just testing something, and I guess we'll know by the end of the stream what that test will have resulted in. I don't know what that is in the slightest. But yeah, I'm really sorry to hear about your bad day. So
homeschooled kids came to visit the retired priests where my husband works. After they left, the priests started talking about how weird they were and that they needed to be in school.
I for one think that like homeschool kids can be normal, probably, right? I think though. Okay, I think in that case, because in the UK we have like actually this is okay. I don't even know if this is a UK thing or a my school thing. There was a separate school like across the field. It was part of the same school, and there was like it was like a tiny house with like a dozen kids, and I always thought they were mentally handicapped, and then I later learned that they were children with behavioral problems, so they had to like like I asked one of them once like so because one of them like later joined the main school or something, and I asked him and I was like so what's the deal with that there? And he's like, it's because I'm a naughty kid. And I thought he was like, you know, downplaying his own, and I was like, oh, that's cute that you think that. But then I later learned that like, oh no, yeah, this is actually but anyway, so the reason I'm saying this is because also I could totally use half stabs to make this circle more accurate, I've just realized. Like is it normal to have like the behaviorally challenged kids in a separate part of the school? Or is that like a weird my school thing? You know, like children who mess up the classroom for everyone else. Because, you know, if you don't have the resources to deal with it, there is this struggle between like, should you leave them in the school and help them? Or should you take them out and help everyone else? You know, an ungodly amount because, you know, it's an actual, I guess, like philosophical dilemma or something, except not philosophical. Homeschooled is better education, but I think you definitely struggle with social stuff because there's no people. I think it's definitely worse education. Like, you're ticking boxes. I guess actually it's more personalized. It's one-to-one, which is ideal, I guess. I don't know, when you think about schooling too much, it gets real messy and confusing. So I try not to think about schools too much. And then because you know, trick is just don't have children. Easy. And if you do have children, just take them to a school that's good. Yes, it's normal. Children with additional support needs get additional support. Oh yeah, like I remember some children, like it was like mostly like like some of them had like a teaching assistant that followed them around all day. But I remember like, okay, so there was one of my friends, or a friend of a friend, had one of those. But as best I could tell from his parents and the way they like bought him stuff, like they were very wealthy parents. And I think they were just like being really pushy on the school. And she seemed like, let's be honest, like a Karen, where she's like, my son needs all the support you can give him. Why, you know, I thought they would be like that. Maybe beat the system, have no kids, then no worries. If everyone just has no kids, then society collapses actually, because then the demographic pyramid falls apart and we're all left in old age with no one below. You know, the last generation to die would have the most dire time being alive. Like, the whole, like, have no children movement always sounds, like, vaguely appealing. When I was young, I liked to be edgy and be like, yeah, we should just all kill ourselves. That was, like, one of my beliefs. And, like, when you think about it, it's like, oh, yeah, that work. Okay, but ignoring the kill ourselves, like, not having children, it works until immediate. Like, you can see, like, even countries that just have fewer children now than they did are, like, having so many. You know, like, if you think about, so at my small school in the US, we had something like that, but it was a different town. The bad kids and the kids with bad anxiety went there. Interesting that you had a school for kids with bad anxiety. I want to have kids one day, says Mr. Brick. No, you are forbidden. If society crashes, so does capitalism, Pop. You know, I'm just saying, I think we found a way to have socialist paradise. If there's no society, you know, if you want to bring down capitalism, just bring down all of society, and capitalism has to go with it. Boom. Anyway, congratulations on reaching your member goal. Thank you so much, Arrow Barbarian. I'm very... Also, wait, sorry. We have alternative schools for disrupted kids. I guess it's one of those interesting quirks, I guess. Like, it's weird to me, because most people... This is one of those things that I think, like, probably should be spoken about. Also, thank you, Arrow Barbarian. I know, I did a very good job. I set such a high goal, and I managed to reach it, and I can't stop thinking about it. I appreciate it. Also, thank you, Mike T, for the Toy Cat text. I think I missed it, and I read out your message instead of someone else's, or vice versa. But I got it now. What's your opinion on Ninjago Season 14 trailer? Thank you. What are all these questions about Ninjago? Are these real? Like, is Ninjago a real thing or a meme thing? I genuinely don't know with something like that anymore. Like, I am that old of a man. But it's that thing I was saying earlier where, like, we don't talk about these sorts of things enough. Like, you know, for instance, like, the fact, you know, people like to have children. Maybe this is like a, if you think you're ready to have children, think about, like, what if the child is, you know, like, let's say on the happy end, he's just behaviorally challenged. Which, first of all, think about behaviorally challenged in school. Those kids that you hated to be around school. Think about how much of a nightmare they'd be at home. Like, oh God, yeah, I don't wish that on anyone. You know, the parents might have done it. I always assumed that the people who were nightmares, like, just had parents that didn't care. But, you know, a lot of them probably did have parents that care, and, like, they were just too rough anyway, or some version of that. So, like, but, like, then imagine, like, oh yeah, you can have a child that's born, you know, if you're lucky, just physically disabled, so you have to buy him some equipment, and you always have to, like, be on the watch out for him, and you know there's going to be, like, some huge number of challenges additional to just being a parent of a normal child. Then go, like, a step further, and you're like, okay, now it's mental disability. Their whole life, you will be providing for that child. You will be 80, that child will need to be provided for, because they will not get a job of their own. You know, like, it's one of those things where, like, society just, like, hopes for the best with having children, and it's like, Imagine how much better we'd be if we're like, okay. It's, you know, I'm learning to drive right now. Just bear in mind, just drive a car. Just drive a little thing. And I'm learning about every weird, niche, bizarre situation. Like, oh, if it's, I can tell you this off the top of my head. Like, if it's rainy, then stopping distance is doubled. If it's snowy, then stopping distance is times 10. You know, like really got to reconsider if I should even be driving if it's snowy. Right now, I look at people driving and I'm like, you know, I would ideally not be driving, and like that's a change in my attitude. I'm learning about what to do if there's a crash and like all these other things. Like, you get me? So I think that the whole, if you're like the number of weird situations I learn about for driving, and you know that's just me driving around a metal box. If I crash at high enough speed, I might kill myself and one other person. Think about how much you can mess up society with a bad child. Like, you know, ignoring the serial murder possibilities, which like I want to focus on, but like we won't be too crazy on that. Like my BF drove in the snow for the first time recently. It was scary, low. I tried to ride my scooter in the snow, and it just wheel spinned, and so I tried to get off, but the snow was so heavy that I skidded for a while with the scooter. And I was like, you know, I was going at 3 miles per hour, and this almost caused me some you know, like, this is a smart, I'm glad I'm not in a vehicle right now, is what I'm basically saying. But, yeah, it's, like, the number of things you have to learn about to drive a car, it makes me realize, like, man, there is zero requirements to, and again, like, if you have the difference between a bad child, like, a bad child can, like, yep, mess a lot of people's lives up. Like, if you raise them to be all messed up, they're gonna give a lot of people a lot of issues all over, emotionally, physically, etc., etc., etc. But also, like, I'm scared of driving a scooter. It seems really scary when you're first into it, but, like, as soon as you learn what to do if something goes terribly wrong, like, that's what you need to learn for everything. Like, have what is going to go terribly wrong on your mind, and then you're probably pretty fine. Also, I'm hyped for the Let's Play Maps as Brody Privet. Hey, I'm excited for it too. I'll be honest, Brody, you know, like, I feel like really bad because I do miss, somehow, I feel like I've missed your chats, like, almost every single time. I don't know how that's possible. It's definitely not an intentional thing. But, like, now you're tagged in my brain as, like, person who, you know, consistently reminds me that I've missed a message. But also thank you, Leo Step. Yeah, no, the Let's Play map finally having a date is like such a weight off my shoulders. Now I can finally, like, you know, like, it's like, okay, oh god. Now I can finally say, like, here's when the thing is gonna be. I mean, focusing on outlying chartlets isn't necessarily a bad thing. Most people don't get the plague, and some people do, and the problem is thinking it won't happen to you, like you're immune. Yeah, I think some people think, like, well, what's the point in, but it's like, if you, there's like a risk management you should think about, which is the odds of something happening multiplied by how bad it is when something bad happens. You know, when an accident in a plane happens, there's 200 lives that are lost, almost guaranteed. If like one tiny little error, and boom, 200 lives gone immediately. You know, like, ignoring the cost to all those families. It's also ignoring, by the way, the 200 lives and the fact that that's 200 families, 200 workers that can no longer do their thing, have to be rehired, 200 funerals, which, you know, there's a big cost to 200 human beings dying. But also there's the fact that, like, you know how expensive planes are? Hundreds of millions of dollars are lost when you make one mistake in a plane. And so we go for a system of, like, zero. We tried to go for no plane crashes. We don't succeed, but we try our best. You know, like, working out what the worst case scenario is, and, like, you know, trying to get to a situation where it's unlikely, it's as unlikely as it can be for the badness of it versus the badness of doing the thing. You know, it's like insurance, right? Like, you buy insurance when, or, like, you know, or gambling, I guess. You know, like, if there's a 50-50 chance of winning and losing, then let's say you flip a coin, $2 win if you pay, you get $2 if it's head, you get no dollars if it's tails. Well, let's just be simpler. I've got, I had a 10p coin around here, but I've lost it. So if you have $1, you flip it because it's a dollar coin, because, you know, I'm American now and I'm gonna teach you some things. But suppose our population starts decreasing. What number would humanity be risk of extinction? Realistically, we could go down like tenfold and be fine, but we just lose a lot of the comforts that we were used to because there's a lot of economic costs associated with the population going down any amount. Also, sorry for calling out for missing chats. Oh no, I apologize for mentioning it. You know, I was just mentioning it was like one of those weird things. Like, I don't know how it happens. Like, it's one of those weird chance-based things, but it does. Anyway, so you get paid if you get paid $1 when a coin comes up heads, and nothing when the coin comes up tails. So you should be willing to pay up to 50 cents for that to happen. If someone says, "Oh yeah, you should pay 70 cents," and then there's a chance this really great thing happens, that that's bad. Or the reverse situation is more applicable. Let's say someone flips a coin, and if you get heads, you lose $1, and you have to, you have to pay a certain amount of money not to flip the coin. So some people would be like, "I don't want to lose the $1. I'll pay 80 cents not to flip the coin." That's bad, like that's not correct probability. It should be like, "Oh yeah, I'll pay 50 cents on a penny less than that not to flip the coin for the peace of mind." But some people are like, I want to do things way worse than the bad outcome. But also some people are like, you know what? I'm going to pretend there is no coin. You're going to ask me to flip the coin. I'm going to say... And then you're going to force me to flip the coin. And I'm going to still look up in the sky. And then as soon as you flip the coin, I'm going to go, no one could have expected this. And that's parents who don't, plan for the weird edge cases. And it's like, being a parent normally is hard enough. And I felt like, I was just thinking today, imagine if people, prepared for being a parent, you legally have to prepare to drive a car or anything like that, and how different we'd be. Because I'm focusing on this like it's a negative thing. Think about the positives of raising someone good. When you teach someone manners, every single person in their life is now interacting with someone a little bit more pleasantly. When you teach someone to be, to make the earth a better place. Now the earth is a better place for every single human that ever crosses paths with anything they've touched. Let's not pretend that you can make the whole planet better. Oh, I recycled a can today, and now all those children in Zimbabwe, they're gonna thank me for it. And it's well, no, they're probably, the odds of them even thinking about the collective action, let alone the individual one, very low, sure. But that. But if you are good in general, you make the world better. There's so many opportunities for multiplicative factors on this, and we just kind of go, "Oh, people's kids. That's kind of there. That's for them to deal with." I guess the best positive odds are what make people still have kids. Still scary though. Yeah, people picture the good, and I'm convinced. Okay, here's money before I spend money on your map, says Crockpotter. First of all, fun name. Second of all, I appreciate that you want to buy the map. So many people are excited for it, actually. Everyone's always like, "Oh, so much it's gonna cost? It's gonna be more than Ultra Survivor, right?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm gonna I feel bad even charging $3 for it. I'm like, oh, I feel like this is some evil act. I don't know. I in general, I think it's fine to offer people things and it's up to them whether to take it or not. But the map thing is oh, someone somewhere is gonna, imagine a version of me that's I will charge the most that I can because I would like their money. Yes, I would. And they're imagining some cartoon villain version of me. Oh god, I looked at some Enderman again. Okay, that's gonna cause me some hassle. Sooner rather than later, I imagine. Also, the tunnel's almost done. We can see the ending now. Oh god. Oh yeah, this is fine. If humans went extinct, animal species would recover exponentially. Exponentially. I think some animals would, but some animals would go extinct too. I know that's a common thing because animals be more important than humans it's a fair conclusion to have. There's more of them. But even if you're thinking on those levels, think about the domesticated pigeons that we let loose and how that kind of goes with things, Oh god. Yeah, I think that, you know, like, there's a lot of animals that would seriously suffer. It'd probably be a net gain for the animal totality. But, like, to pretend that, like, again, there is, like, some totality. Like, you know, like, the whole, like, oh, yeah, humans are the virus is a really great tagline. But it's also like, yeah, but we're... You know, like, you individually are a virus to society. You know, the amount you need to do to have a net positive in terms of, you know, the environment is so huge. But I also don't advocate you dying. Like, I think you would advocate that your life has some special value that isn't quantified by your environmental actions, probably, right? But yeah, so like a bunch of domesticated animals, like sheep, for instance, they've been selectively bred. What's it called? Selective breeding. I think there's a fancier term for it than that, but you know what? We speak normal language over here. Sheep have been selectively bred. You missed my hair-raising super chat. Oh, apologies. I think I missed one from Leo Step. Can you add me in Minecraft? I like your builds a lot, and I'm terrible. I don't really play much multiplayer Minecraft, so we could add each other, but it wouldn't add much benefit for either of us, Leo. But thank you. I'm glad you like the builds. I think the builds are bizarre and confusing and terrible, but the fact that you like them means a lot to me. Unfortunately, today something happened that I thought never would make this stream made me sad. I'm sorry, Funcat. What got to you? This is like taco night at J. Miles Jones's house. I am missing a reference there too. Why is the tunnel so huge diameter-wise, but not long at all? I'm trying to build it long. Like it's just taking a huge number of, like you can see where the ending's gonna be over there. It's gonna take a while to get there. You know, that's fine. It's fine to take a while to get places, I think. But selective breeding is a fancy term. Is it really? Oh, you know, they bred the ones they wanted, and anyway, so sheep are bred so that their wool is so thick that they need to have it sheared off, or the sheep have some serious, like it's a real big issue if you don't shear the wool off sheep. For like, I think because they're like, it gives them intestinal tract problems. I don't understand it. Something about poo getting trapped in their fur. Oh, what's it called? Wool. So like, you know, like a lot of animals are like, you know, and even though there are more animals in the wild, like in terms of like mass, because you know, what is a million spiders worth the same as a million pigs? Not really, right? Like there's a difference in feeling there for whatever dumb reason. You know, is a million plank. Is it plankton or is it planks? Is a million of those weird fish things? Do they have the same value as a million pigs? It's like, you know, that's us putting human values on things, but also it's like, well, it is sort of true, right? There is a certain truth to that, for better or for worse. Anyway, I think that what's the point of the obtuse stone coffin? There's a fun word for it. Thumbnail of the stream is really pretty. You can thank my assistant for that one. So, once again, thank you for Toycat for making content. It helps me a lot to stay happy and inspire me to make new Minecraft projects. I'm happy it makes you happy, and I'm happy it inspires you to make some Minecraft projects. Again, I think the inspiring people to do new things is like one of my favorite things that I don't think I'm great at, but I want to get. That's one of those like skills I've been trying to work on. Like, how do you make this interesting in a sentence? Like, I used to feel like you had like 40 seconds to make your case why something's interesting. Now it's like, no, you got one sentence, do it. New Cult says, hope you pronounce my name right this time, if you remember me. You know what? I can pronounce names wrong all the time, even if I don't remember people. That is my superhero special talent. Oh god, it takes so long to build any amount of stone here. And I definitely should be using stone slabs for at least some of these blocks. But you better believe I'm not going to anyway. Okay, let's go. How many stone blocks we got? We got plenty. It's fine. Haven't played Minecraft in a while. Really want to get back into it. Toycat, you didn't know brewing stands could be crafted from blackstone as well as cobblestone? No, what it was they used to not be able to. Like, this is why I hate playing betas and snapshots too much. They'll make something dumb and they'll keep it dumb for a really long time, and then they'll change it subtly as part of another snapshot, and then you'll miss the snapshot where they change it, and now you're peddling something that has been true. It's like, oh god. I don't know. It's one of those things where like you generally don't constantly test your own knowledge, but you probably should. Like, you just assume, like, you know, where are your keys right now? You're probably pretty sure you know where your keys are right now. Assuming you have keys. You know, what do people have more? Where's your phone? There you go. Where is your phone? Assuming you're not using it to watch this stream. If you are using it to watch this stream, then wow. Did you know linked in the description is streamlabs.com/toycat. I know super chatting's easy, but wouldn't you love to give it? Wouldn't you love to stop Susan taking her 30%? Okay, I did my best. You can do whatever you want. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna fly up and out and over. I'm gonna check my elytra. Ooh, it's like halfway done. Gonna enjoy over here, and I'm gonna fly back. Wonderful. And they should have despawned, right? Oh, they did despawn. It's so nice when there's no Enderman. There's no stress. There's no worry. The Susan tax. It truly is the Susan tax. It truly is. But yeah, like, you're pretty sure you know where your phone is because it came up recently, probably. It's in your brain. But you, like, the self-assuredness we have for certain facts is a problem. Like, assuming that because something came from your brain, it is accurate and true is, you know, like, a really interesting thing I heard in a CGP Grey video was, like, if you could give someone the choice between reading your mind and reading your phone, you should pick your mind. And that, it's counterintuitive, because, like, no, of course you pick your phone. It's just a phone, it's just a device. But your phone knows so many details you don't know about your like, your phone knows exactly what you said to everyone that you've texted today. Your phone knows exactly where you were, GPS coordinates, today. You probably went somewhere that your phone, that you forgot about. Your phone never forgets. There's like, so much your phone has going on. Anyway, if only we could also skip the Microsoft tax. Oh yeah, I'm always worried, like, that I know that I'm not allowed to say exact numbers now that I'm a partner. Even though I could say exact numbers before I was a partner, because I had them there. But the fact that, like, if you buy a map on Windows or Xbox, the amount Microsoft takes of any... It's like such a ludicrous amount that they don't even... They defend it by being like, oh yeah, well, we actually make a loss on taking this amount of money. It's like, ah... Now you're bad at business and you're guilting me about it. Like, imagine if YouTube was like, oh yeah, we take 30% of all your money and also not turning a profit. And it's like, well, duh. Doesn't that say that you're doing something horribly wrong? It's, you know, one of the things that, like, I find crazy is Uber Eats and Deliveroo and, you know, Postmates is the American big ubiquitous one. Like, everyone criticizes them for not paying their drivers well enough. And they also criticize them for not paying, for charging too many fees, right? Like, you have to pay like a few dollars to get food delivered. Then there's a service charge, and then there's, you know, like some tax, and then like they expect you to tip the drivers. Then they don't pay their drivers very well. So like they take a lot of money from you, and then they don't pay the one employee involved very much, or the, you know, the employee that seems obvious that's involved very much. But they do that, and then they also take 30% from the restaurant. And then you're like, oh my god, that's so much money. 30% from the restaurant, plus a delivery fee, plus a service fee. Last I checked, YouTube does make a loss. YouTube doesn't make a loss anymore. They started being profitable, like it's small profits. It's like Amazon, where they started to like be vaguely profitable. But they try as hard as they can to not be. Reminds me of Kindle Direct Publishing. Oh yeah, man, the tech companies have just worked out, like, you know, you can just make money from other people's stuff, and you can make them happy for it if you never even mention it as being negotiable. You just go, this is how much we take from you. What's that? You're not happy with that? We're a platform, sir. You don't get to have that decision. It's kind of crazy. You added a member count? Unbelievable. How could you betray me like this? Do you like my member goal, though? I said it very ambitiously. IBX Clicker, ever since the story you've been putting up about following your dreams, and it was a bin, I've been in an awful mood. I put up the story about following my dreams, and it was a bin. Huh. Follow your dreams on... Oh, I feel like I remember that one. In Australia, maybe? I don't know, but I remember a bin that said, follow your dreams. You know what? That bin believes in me more than I believe in me. We need 420 members. You know, it's true, Cat. You know what? Let's hit 420. We can do it, guys. Oh, I love the way that when you get off a boat now, it actually slides forwards. Okay, now I'm going to do the reversing of the boat. Okay, I can do this. I'm like, pre-prepare it for myself later. It's like, how do you feel about black metal? What is black metal? I worry, like, there's like a race way to see this, and then there's like the dark magic way to see it. And I have no idea which it is. I don't know if I should. Why is the rail gone on the side? Oh, it's because I couldn't afford enough of them. Sarah E. You know, I have this. You know, let's not get into a crisis about how to say your name. Let's instead go and get some stone. Hello everyone, nice boat tube, IBX Toy Cat. Thank you, thank you. I have a very nice boat tube. I know. Don't need to be told twice. So I'm just gonna fly there. Oh god, oh. Okay, let's actually fly all the way. I know I've got a weak elytra, and this is a terrible idea. But also, I have this like big ladder for a reason. Let's climb it, you know. I think it's there's only one way to see this. Bug Rock says adorable ho. Yeah, it's funny how many of issues there are with the Bedrock. I wonder where they all come from. So something. Do you want to hear a personal story, internet? You can hear a story about me. When I was in year 3, when I was age 7, I guess it would be, I performed in my school's play, and when I tell people about this, they always give me like this sad like, oh, something went so horribly wrong with you look. But I was should I do my little corset? You know, let's just fly. Oh, the realm's render distance is so low I literally can't see the world. I hope this is the right direction. Oh god, this is so... I might be hitting the edge of the render distance and I won't even know. I'm just gonna hit a wall and die, potentially. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. Okay, we're fine now. Anyway, so, I listen to your streams at work all the time now. It makes me less whiny. Says Derek T. You know, I'm glad your expectations have been kept tiny and that now you are less whiny. Oh god, 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 oh god. Don't like it when that happens. The number of times people have like hit it and then dropped and then fallen to their death. It's like, it's a tale you want to be cautious of. Anyway, so what was I saying before all of that? Yeah, so I performed in a play when I was 7, and a lot of people feel bad about this one, and I never even really thought about how tragic it was until recently. But I performed in this play. It was a play about worms. So like, it was like, I guess a musical might be the word for it. I performed this play, this musical about worms. I remember some of the songs very vividly. And in this play, I played the ambitious role of a tree. They made me dress up. I had brown trousers and a green shirt, and I went like this for an hour. And I remember thinking about that recently and being like, you know what? Why did they do that to me? Was it to feel included? Why did they make me dress up as a tree? Why did they make me go to every show? Like, you know, this was like twice a day for a week, plus all the rehearsal. I was showing up to all of that rehearsal, all those, you know, things, and I was dressed as a tree. Did you sing? I don't know if I sung or not, but all of the songs are like stuck in my head. So it seems logical that I probably did. But again, no memory of doing so. You're the movie stereotype of a kid in a play. I just stood and I waited for someone to make it all okay. The classic I'm disappointed in my role despite not wanting to be a part of it costume. And here's the crazy thing. So it was a song about, it was a musical about worms. And I've had one of the songs come into my head once a year for so long. I bet you were the best tree. You know, this is all I, thank you, chat. This is the kindness I need in my life. I was probably a very good tree. I did my best. I worked my tree behind off to be the best tree that anyone could be. Sing it. I can't sing this song because you won't believe that it's real and someone's gonna get offended. Like, you know, it's 2020. But I found this song that I lost recently. So it was a way to teach you, it was a way to remind you. Okay, here we go. Have I found it? There we go, I found it. So the idea was like it was a way to teach you, because you know worms are technically speaking they're both genders. Try out sneezing Rudolph the reindeer. You're a rebel, sing it. Like because worms are they're what is it? Agender, asexual. Is it yeah? It's asexual. I always get confused because asexual also means person who doesn't sexual, but anyway, so, oh yeah, there's some torches missing in here. So, can you please do some inventory management? It's hurting my eyes to look. Oh yeah, I need to take some stuff to my end. That's what I was trying to do. You know what? Just for you, I will do it. Dat sexy mother fusa. You know, I will do it for you. IBX tree cat. I should dress as a tree for one of my Minecraft videos, so you guys can see how good of a tree I can be. I kind of practice for this. So, I don't know if I'll get copyright stricken for this. There's no way that a play from the late 90s is gonna come find me, but just in case they do. So the song is to teach you about worms who are both genders at the same time, which they chose to explain as a hermaphrodite. And because of that, like, it's just the whole song is like that over and over again. Because of that, I always know how to spell hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite. Come on, kids, get it right. This old Greek word, hermaphrodite. Get it right. Get it right. Hermaphrodite. I guess I must have sung it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that instilled in me. All these years later. That's 18 years ago. You know, that is a long, long time for something to be stuck. This cannot be real. Like I said, I don't think it would go down that as well in current era, for sure. But I do assure you that I sung it at least. It's like an Adriel Pug. What's wrong with the word hermaphrodite? I feel like hermaphrodite is used as like a controversial insult towards the people off. Again, all I know is like you say the wrong words on the internet and people get mad at you. And you know, as a YouTuber, you just gotta you gotta find the line, you gotta tread it very carefully. And I don't know where the line is on hermaphrodite. You know, like I feel like it's it's the sort of thing like kids playfully call each other. It's like there are a lot of words that like this was amazing. I had a good laugh. Thank you, Toy Cat. Just remember HERMATHRODITE. Come on, kids, get it right. This old Greek word, hermaphrodite. I'm gonna spoil a future video that I've been working on. I spent so long yesterday endifying part of my nether for a future video, but we'll talk about it. You don't need to see any of this. Keep your eyes shut. This is spoilers, chat. This is spoilers. Next to a netherrack pig in a mountain. School plays often use weird songs. Yeah, my so in year 4, when I was I guess 8, like a year later. That's still there. A year later, I did a play about bees. It's a very outdated word for an intersex person. That's the one I was looking for, intersex people. I was trying to go for like non-binary, but I was like, that's not right either. Man, being like, again, like that's one of those things where it's like, that's one of those edge cases. Like, intersex people are what, like 0.2? It might be 0.02. It's like some tiny. The line is not telling 5-year-olds about the sexual organs of some people that have both. I mean, yeah, like exactly right. But it's teaching. That word has always been in my head. Like I would have. Hermaphrodite's not a word that comes up otherwise. It's an old Greek. You know, it's an old Greek word, in fact, that is now like going to be instilled in me forever. Okay, so now just for that one guy, I'm gonna Toy Cat is seriously making a dimension stew in his world. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Okay. Also, I'm going to look at my elite. Okay, it's fine. So we're just going to dump all these little extras in a chest somewhere. My end's going very well, by the way. Thank you for asking. I guess in here, yeah, just cacti, sure. Hay bales, yeah. Oak fences, yeah, why not? Grass blocks, no. Terracotta, I need to keep these blocks here. And then I guess I'll keep that there. There we go. That's vaguely organized. And then I'll drop the boxes and it'll look better. Boom. Not bad, but it depends on the context you use it in. Yeah, you know, like, you can use entirely factual words. Like, you know, the word bitch is just, it means like a female dog. But like, we contextually make it really bad by being, you know, like, you know, there are a few swear words that are just swear words. They've always been swear words. They were invented as swear words. Actually, wait, I think the F word was invented to mean to eat. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna F up this cereal bowl right here. Although you could still say it that way. But like, swear words are defined by your context that you're in. Like, I think it's, a lot of Americans still do. Every time I say it, when I say goddamn, which I used to say a lot, I don't say it too much anymore because it's a hassle. Because some Americans are like, oh, no way. I'd say it's probably like religious Americans in particular. The word that rhymes with hunt is a really common word here. That is the you know, like it's the never word. I hear no. Ooh. in America. Why'd you pronounce elytra like that? Why'd you pronounce elytra like that? You ever think about word pronunciations too? You know, we're not going on a journey of word pronunciations today. We could, but we shan't. Okay, so I think actually we probably want to remove that block, and then we're gonna go back to the left, and then back. We're gonna go back to our normal pattern. We'll leave that weird block there because we're winging it, and that's what you do when you wing things. So that's one of the 3 blocks before we come back. And we go inwards, and then we make sure there's 4 blocks here, and then we go left, and then we have 3 blocks. And we go inwards, and then we go 4 blocks. And then we go outwards. Am I following it correctly? I am. And then inwards. And then back out. So yeah, we're going to hit the end of this real soon. I guess when we hit 1,000, that's like a nice natural stopping point, right? We need to see Toy Cat dance again. Someone help us. Repair your elytra. I don't want another 1 million block situation, but over the void. The cool thing about the million block situation, but over the void, is it's just like, well, need to get some new stuff. Evidentially. Better get started soon, huh? It's very easy. It's not so offensive to call someone with autism autistic, if that's what they really are. It depends on if they prefer person first language or not. But like, at some point in time, this is a word you get banned on Twitch for saying. I don't think you get banned on YouTube, but like I don't want to have people telling me that blah 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 blah. You said some awful word, and you know I trust my kids to watch your videos, but this is the line, Mister. And it's like, actually, not even that'd be fine. It's like, yep, okay, glad you know the line. But it's like people getting offended on the behalf of people's hypothetical children that I find bizarre. But anyway, so the R slur, even, it's not even a word anymore. It's the R slur. Used to be a genuine, you know, word, but like it's been so used to just now it just means the word that it means, right? Like, I agree that we should be able to just say words where they are, but I also think you get into that creates some issues in some places. Maybe just maybe. Okay, I've got the idea. If we put like a slab down there and there, I think this whole place would look a little bit better. Probably not. Maybe we put like a slab there, and then it's like a half. No, that messes things up. Has to be like a consistent place for it. We could put like a, yeah, you know what? Let's not think about it. But like, yeah. So I'm like one of the things I've like had to learn in the last like few years is this F word, which is fine to say, F slur, very bad toy cat. You know, like we're all learning the West Coast of America rules and dialogues because you know all the tech companies come from one place and now we follow their laws, or they kick us off their platforms where they take 30% of our money, and also apparently get to decide the no words. It's not your viewers. No, it's some bald dude sitting in a room getting paid 6 weeks. Because interesting enough, like if you look into, I mentioned earlier, like Uber Eats, DoorDash, etc. don't make money. It's interesting when you look into, like, oh yeah, so somehow they take 30% from a restaurant, they pay the driver minimum wage, if that, and they also take several dollars from you. How'd they not make money? I told somebody that word was offensive now. I was talking about something being flame retardant. See, right? That, like, retard... Ooh. See, right? Ooh. Oh no. What if I've crossed some imaginary line somewhere? Fire retardant is fine. By the way, isn't it weird that if something's flame retardant... Oh no, sorry, it's if something's flammable and inflammable, it's the same thing. That always messes me up. Also, let's it's gonna take too much effort to undo. So starting from here on both sides, we'll make this. You know, we have to go further anyway. We can use some half slabs to save ourselves some blocks because we're gonna start running out soon otherwise. So Kat, are you still planning on coming to South Africa? I don't know if you know the current situation in South Africa, but like the UK is terrified of the South. Like I am actually allowed to go to South Africa. Oh wait, I'm allowed to go as long as it's not a vacation to South Africa, and I'm allowed to return if I get a COVID test. But like it's like the government is terrified of it, and so I wouldn't know if that'd be true when I wanted to return. Like they've even banned like all the countries around it, and so I just concluded whatever. We'll like the world is in a mildly precarious place with COVID stuff right now. Sure, okay, that's fine. You can use it if you're late in France, says Harrison Gray. That is in fact true. You can't. That when you know like je suis and you know retard is like I am late, right? Also, Delicanium, thank you for becoming a channel member. It's good to see you again. Guess what? We hit 411 members of our 409 member goal. We are killing it today. No idea what's
going on. Smiley face. How is the Let's Play world and the marketplace going?
Oh no.
Grape.
Oh no.
Grape.
Anyway, so Let's Play World is coming out on the 2nd of February. The 2nd of February. 2. It's a really nice thing. Also, yeah, calling them half slabs is weird. I agree, Funcat1. Also, I missed your message, Nugs and Ranch. I am one of the many lesbians. Have a good stream. I have no idea how there is statistically such a large, like, I find it mind-blowing, but all the many lesbians who, you know, you're a Welsh lesbian, and I'm happy to have you here. Oh, I knew it. This is crazy. I don't know how this has never come up till just now. Like, we always make jokes like I'm Welsh, and also, like, there's a disproportionate number of lesbians watching Toy Cat streams, it seems. But I knew a Welsh lesbian. Oh, and she might have been bisexual. Darn. But I knew a girl from Wales. She sounded really funny, and like, I should have made more fun of. You know, people say like, oh, you're not gonna regret things in life. I regret not making fun of this girl more. I regret, you know, like you miss now that lockdown's here. Can't even go over there, and oh god, I think I wheeled too much on the wrong side here. By the way. Yep, made the same mistake. So now what we do is we work out how many times we made this mistake. Okay, so we're in the center there, then we went 2 out, and then, okay, we're just gonna repeat it, but going inwards. Okay, we're fine, we're great. Everything's wonderful. A half slab is half a slab, so 1/4 a block. Yeah, half slab is a weird way to refer to it. It's objectively wrong. Also, thank you very much, Nugs and Ranch. It means a lot. Also, Lixruptor, how's it feel to be a cool cat? Sub to Toy Cat. Yeah, we, like, it's interesting. I've been, like, following the subscriber numbers closely this year. Like, for the since I hit 1 million, honestly, I stopped following subscriber numbers because I was like, we're good. Like, you know, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, it's fine. But, like, I realized, like, you know what, you can't have that attitude forever. And so this year I've been, like, trying subscribers again, which seems weird. It sounds bizarre. Honestly, it is weird. It is bizarre. You can have those opinions if you would like those opinions. By the way, don't say the ocelot's actually offensive. Not sure if people actually realize that. Please educate yourself, says Bug. See, right? Okay, first of all, you know, you mean well, and I agree with you, and I agree that people should be informed as to what words will cause offense to the people that are around them. That is a smart thing to do. I hate the phrase "educate yourself" so much, so much. I despise the phrase "educate yourself." It's like, no, what you're saying is, here is a fact that I am trying to educate people on. Educate yourselves. It's like, no, you are trying to educate people. Like, that's, you know, like people, because obviously, like, you're saying something that's pretty middle of the road, fine. Like, no, there aren't a huge number of people that are, like, actively saying that word to disabled people, I don't think. Or within earshot of, you know, like, it's mostly fine. And I don't think, like, it, but I think this idea of, like, oh yeah, everyone has their own ideas, because, you know, there's like a base standard of things that everyone agree, like, oh yeah, that's too far, that's not too far, etc., etc. But like everyone has their own ideas on how to push it further. Like, you know, I have my own great ideas on how I can make society better if everyone just followed a couple simple rules. Also, what is that half slab doing there? Should we leave it there? Let's leave it there, sure. But it's like the most toxic phrase being like, you need to, like, it's not used in like these it's, you know, like actually educating people. It's a great way to, you know, like, improve their worldviews. Saying educate yourself is just being like, I have this opinion that I'm not even gonna explain to you, because, you know, it's not worth my time. And it's like, if it's not worth your time to explain something, how are you gonna convince someone that it's worth their time to do the thing? I don't know, like, it's one of those things where you're actively going to push people away rather than helping them. Anyway, so let's like, mental disabilities have, like, this dark past. Like, even fairly recently, it was like the thing, you know how, like, we had problem children? Society was just like, yep, we have problem adults, and we lock them up in a place, and they're not real humans, so they don't get rights. And it's like, whoa, and you're like, oh yeah, almost the dark past of, like, the medieval ages. And it's like, yeah, like the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, you know? It's like, we are rapidly expanding. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. Also, thank you very much, Tom Say, for becoming a channel member. Thank you for helping me surpass my goal of 409 members. We now have 412. Also, look at that Enderman walking the other one around. Isn't that fun? I won't educate myself. That's what school is for. Yeah, my man, Comrade Clyde. But no, like, there's a lot of rules that I would love to add on to the social set of rules. And it's like, but some people, like, if some people only talk to people who share the same exact views as them, and so when they need to be radical, they go a step further than those around them. They're like, you know what? One of the crazy views I've had, I follow an interesting section of people. They're like, you know what? $15 minimum wage, not enough anymore. And it's like, then someone would be like, yeah, we need like $20. And then they're like, no, $20 minimum wage, not enough anymore. Someone's like, $50 minimum wage. And they're like, you know what? That's a start, I guess. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, I mean, like, if you are of the belief that, like, you know, there is no downside, it is only a way to give people more money, why wouldn't you know? And once you feed into the circles, and then you're like, oh yeah, you wanting a $15 minimum wage is actually killing people way worse than not wanting so. I saw there's a subreddit today that was like, yeah, saying that there is any single difference between current president and last president is you know, like that's you know, like that's condoning the bad things that this president has done and is going to do. And it's like, my God, like, when you only talk to people who already share your views, you get into some, like, scary rabbit holes of things that no one would ever agree with you as true unless they already agree. You know, like, we're talking Minecraft right here. I really like Minecraft because it's the game with the sexy cats. Like, if I say that, you're going to be like, well, I don't agree with the reasoning, Toy Cat, but you know, Minecraft is great. You got that right. You know, does it have, you know, let's not think about that. Anyway, so, should we make some little holes up here? Yeah, we could make like a little creeper face or something. That'd be fun. There'd be no reason for it, but there's no reason for anything anymore. $8 minimum wage, make the same amount as Congress. Totally not going to screw over small businesses. You know what? Just saying, if I'm not going to dive into. I don't actually talk about minimum wage, by the way. Like, just to clarify, like, see that there's the whole interesting like economic side. There's the whole interesting political side. There's a lot of fun discussion you could have. But we're a Minecraft channel, so let's talk about those sexy cats. Anyway, so I too like Minecraft for the sexy cats, says BGTS12. Like when people already agree with you, you don't need to like reason out your own opinions. You don't need to think about why you think things. You just have to say the most. You can win sometimes by just saying a radical thing, and that's great. Being radical is wonderful. Also, what does a creeper face look like? Oh god, how do they always spawn? And how is it always a shock to me? I think they go like in the center and then like out to the side, right? Okay, tell me if I get this. Oh god, stop it. Please go away. I think it goes like this, right? Is this a creeper face, chat? I think that's a creeper face. I think I did a good job. I think I got something horribly wrong, actually. Let's just confirm what this looks like. Again, from underneath you won't be able to see it. It's like one of those, like, if you come up here. I think it's going to be a block wider. Or like 5 blocks, maybe. You know what? I'm just going to Google creeper face. That's my new genius idea. Creeper face. Yeah, it's like a 4 block wide. Okay, we can fix this. We can fix this. No, we can't. It's unfixable. It is fundamentally flawed. Wait, no, we can just make the middle. Bring the eyes down. The eyes are too high. Okay, here's my genius idea. Also, hello, IBX Toy Cat, but they used emojis. Love it, love it. Love emojis so much. It's all I want to see in my life. Okay, let's try this. Okay, slab, slab, slab. Slab, slab, slab. Hey, look at that. So we got some big eyes now. And then we just have to make this bigger. Easy enough to do. But yeah, like you know, there are genuinely people who get themselves in such a fever that they're like, you know what? Everything's exactly the same. And all the people are, and it's like, well, I mean, they're the same besides their differences. What are your opinions about 2021 so far, and what bad thing do you think will happen? Oh god, something's wrong here. Yeah, I think I leave that empty, and then I push. Then I put some blocks here and there, maybe. Okay, chat. Have I made a creeper face, or have I made an abomination? Please let me know as soon as you have an opinion. Oh god, oh god. Okay, something's wrong here. Let's put that back in. And then let's put this in. Okay, I think I did it. Is that... No, there's something wrong with that. Abomination. Hey, thank you, Seika277, for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the club. Okay, so what we're just going to do is we're going to... We're going to remove that. Place one of those there. Then we're going to... Oh, God. No, it's fine. No, it's not. Oh, I think I see what we've done wrong here now. I think I get it. Then we slab up there. And then we unslab these. Wait, look at that. I got here. It was a process of trial and error. I think that's a creeper. Oh, wait. Wait, can I... How do I place a slab there? There we go. Chat, I think we did it. I think we made a creeper face. Right? Did I? I think we did. Also, thank you so much for becoming a member. I missed it, Seika277. No, I didn't. I remember saying Seika277. Okay, what's their opinion on 2021? What terrible thing will happen? I'm really optimistic about 2021. I would definitely not disagree that there are bad things that could happen this year. All it takes is one... Like, there are currently some millions of people. I think it's tens of millions of people. No, it's probably just millions. But like, who actively have a virus inside of their body right now. And all it takes is one of those people being slightly different, or the virus being, you know, like there's some weird things that happen. Viruses mutate on a regular enough level. And all it takes is that. And all of a sudden, now every vaccine needs to be tweaked to be like resistant against this new thing. And like, so like, ignoring the fact that like people, you know, like that's the tragic viral level thing. I think the most terrifying thing people aren't thinking about is like the US, now that they've got another president, they're priming for war with Iran again immediately. They're like days in, they're like, you know, sure would be nice if we invaded it. You know, we've gone 4 years without an invasion. 4 years too long, I say. You know, like the tensions were really heating up like 2 years ago, and the world was just like, don't, we don't want this. And they're like, I'm hearing another war. One more war for you guys? You want a war, don't you? Also, it's way too early to be up, but I'm very happy to catch a stream. I've been sleeping through them all. Hey, happy Streamuary. You know, what if we just make every month a stream month? Streamuary, Streamuary, but less days. Wait, for stream February, I just don't stream on random days, except if it's a leap year, at which point I do. There we go. So yeah, I'd say that's like an event that like is effectively up to the whims of people who, you know, like it's not up to the whims of anyone who has a say in it, or like who should have a say in it. There's just, oh yeah, might be a big war happening soon. I'd be terrified of that. I'd say like the fundamentals in which our monetary system rests, like looking historically, you know, society is not collapsed on itself very often. I love the Ninja Go series because there's so many different factors that work in its favor. The characters are unique and relatable. The plots are exciting and engaging. Right, like this could be a meme about a really bad show, or you could just be talking about a show you really like and trying to share it with me, even though I've never watched it, so can't engage with you. It could be one of those two things. I don't know. Check Elytra, my anxiety. It's on half. It's got Unbreaking on, so we're gonna be fine. Mr. Edward. Don't worry, Edward Turner. Ooh. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Wait, I don't get it. In Africa, we've developed herd immunity, says Christopher Walker. I don't think that's true. No, so I was talking earlier about, like, the population pyramid and how, like, oh yeah, everyone assumes that, like, it's fine if people just get older. Like, that's all good. But, like, if you look at the places, look at a map of, like, average age. Wait, look at a map of average age and then look at a map of places being destroyed healthcare-wise by COVID. It's like, oh, yeah, old people are generally hit. You know, like, and no one ever thinks they're old, which is this huge problem. Like, you know, people have tried before, like, what if we just keep the, you know, like, fix the elderly? And they're like, well, no one ever assumes they're elderly until it's, like, way too late and too dead, you know? So, like, yeah, one of the things that is, like, you know, Africa is an incredibly young continent. This blows my mind that this can be true for anywhere. The average age in Nigeria is 12. Wait, let me confirm. It's like 12 and a half, I think. Average age Nigeria. Oh, 18.1. Oh, that's a really old country. Average age. Actually, you know what? Let's find the youngest country. Average age. Lowest average age country. Okay. Niger has the lowest average age at 15 years. It's not 12. You know, can't believe I lied to you that way. Whereas the average age in Germany is 45.9. The average age in Italy, you know, 44.3. Average age in the United Kingdom, 40.2. Average age in the United States, 37.4. You know, Russia, 38.3. And 38 isn't old by itself, but, you know, it means that half the population, that's not how... Actually, wait, is this median or is this... No, this is median. So the middle person, half the population is older than 38.3. Seen statisticians get discounts everywhere. Everywhere. People admit it here in the USA. That is a fun way of... But, like, I feel like people get the senior discount, but then like, but I'm not like the other old people. I can take this risk. Like, what, you know... This has been bold inside me, and I feel like I'm gonna offend someone who's like, well, my grandparents died. Are you saying she was reckless? But it's like, you know, as soon as there are like the reason we have to have laws about how much you can socialize, which is bizarre as a set of words to really say, but 2021, am I right? Is because like there are some people who will do the minimum no matter what they're like, well, the laws must be the safe amount. It's like, no, you are 70. You shouldn't be going out for your own risk because the odds of your death are very worrying. But also because you'll take up like a bed while you're dying, you monster. Like, what are you doing? Like, we don't have any like, oh yeah, I did a thing in this. We're just like, yeah, it's definitely young people that are killing everyone. That's who it is. It's definitely not people who are going out there. Whatever. You know what? Let's not think about it. I keep seeing old people with their masks on, but not over the nose. It's almost the way it's the elderly. And I actually understand that because, like, you know what? The older you are, the more of your life you haven't been in a pandemic, and therefore the more like alien this is to you. You know, like the older you are, like the harder it is to change habits too. Sure, I understand. I don't like it, but I understand. I understand that like they're the least likely to social, but it's like, you know, at a point where it's like killing you. This is the you disease, old people, and they're like, I'll risk it. And it's like, no, you're not just, you know, like it's an interesting, thing that I don't think I wonder if it's like one of those like one-time things, or if when we're old, we'll get to just pull the same stuff where it's like, oh God, I don't intend to look off. I didn't get this old by looking off myself, and I don't intend to start now. My grandma can't hear with her mask on. Okay, you know, I actually okay, can anyone else sympathize with this? There's this weird thing. Also, this is not a joke. I love Ninja Go. You should watch it on Netflix. The odds of me watching a show that someone recommends without, like, the most compelling reason in the world is so low, you might as well be saying, hey, Toy Cat, have you ever tried putting your hand on a fire? But like, oh God, we're fine. Everything's okay. I was just testing you, really. You passed. What Wajat Scoobity Bop Bop says the big beefy nut. Wajat Scoobity Boop Bop is a set of messages that I've read. I think, okay, you know, can we all agree that, like, sometimes there's this weird thing where it's like, oh yeah, you need to, like, when you're listening to music, you can see things less. It's not true, but I guess it's like your brain has extra capacity when you take it off. Like, I can see better, like, this is the worst. Like, if I limit my field of vision, I see better too. So, like, if I'm looking, I'm like, I'll do that. There's no sun in the way or anything, but I'll do it anyway. It's dumb. It's very dumb. I don't know why. But, like, you know, learning to something mask, probably a good idea, right? One of the things I think about a lot of things with this, but like no one's to hear random Minecraft YouTubers' thoughts on epidemic outbreak. You know, people having random thoughts on this is where we get, you know, like how we get where we get, you know. Oh God, stop it! What? He's like actually destroying me too, and I'm not even hurting him. It's so bizarre. Okay, yeah, I need some more torches before we get back to this. Like, Endermen are actually ruining my life, and they're gonna start teleporting over to that island and causing issues there too. So like, probably gotta get this worked out, I guess. Yeah, I need to. Okay, you know, torch chest. I think I know the torch shulker box. Let's check the thing. That's why we're here. Okay, chat. So, ooh, interesting. Is that my? Nope, that's a sandbox. Is this one? Nope, that's a sandbox. This one right here, I bet. Damn it. I have so many shulker boxes lying around out here. So many of them. Yeah, don't look around too much around here. You'll just get confused. That's my pro tip. Where did I put the shulker box with all my torches in? I had a shulker box filled with torches, and I put it down somewhere. Even like Harrison, who's like, he's watched every stream ever. Where did it go? I just want to know. Where did I recently place? I guess I feel like it was out here. Torch shulker could be by the UK map art. Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could give that. I could give that a whirl. Huh? You're not sure. I will precisely give that a whirl. Also, I've got some good news for you, internet. Alex has decided to become a member on the channel. Hey! Thank you for 414 members. We're only 6 away from the funny number, internet. You know, you can do with that information what you will. Also, it looks way cooler now that it's this long. Like, it's not even that long. Like, if you look from one end to the other, it's like, could be bigger, actually. Whatever. So, yeah, if you've ever considered becoming a member, let me tell you about the great green name benefit. You know, don't know what green is? Good chance you're colorblind, actually. No, I learned about colorblindness recently, because, everyone always assumes it's, like, black and white versus not, and, like, I've known that's wrong, but, like, never exactly why. But, so there's, like, different cones in your eyes that can be misaligned or something. And it means you're unlikely to be able to see the difference between, like, blue or green. You know, there's, like, different types of colorblindness. And what's interesting to me is all colorblindness, like, women can be colorblind, but they're, like, 1% of colorblind people. Like, generally speaking, if a woman has the trait to be colorblind, she just passes it down to her children. Whereas men, they get colorblind. And I think they pass it down anyway, but, like, maybe it's a recessive trait or something like that. I don't understand. I'm not a biologist. I just say words on the internet, and for some reason, people like Robert Anderson become a channel member. Welcome to the club, Robert. Do. Thank you for 415 members. Colorblind people don't even usually realize. Fun fact. Yeah, one of the scary facts to me is how your brain reacts to being disconnected from your eyes. You are so sure that what you're seeing is correct that it's like I forget the exact experiment as to how they do this, but there's this weird thing where, like, if you go blind in a certain way, but your brain thinks your eyes are active, and someone asks you, "What am I holding up?" You'll think you see, like, how many things am I holding up? You will just guess. You know, you'll be like, oh, I just can't see right now. You know, like, you don't, there's like a type of blindness where you don't feel blind. And that's so weird. I can't imagine, like, your body actively lying to you, like, oh yeah, you can totally see. Your eyes are turned off, but it's A-okay. 90% of tortoise-shell cats are female. I thought it was 100%, actually. The reason for this is because it's tied to the X chromosome, so since women have 2 and men have 1, it dilutes the trait in women, but not men. See, that is a fun fact. A friend of mine is very colorblind, and as a gift, his mum got him a t-shirt with the spot colorblind test. I've heard that most colorblind people don't even realize they're colorblind, because, like, they're just, you know, they learn when they're meant to say red, or they learn when they're meant to say blue. Because, especially when you're young, like, you don't know that you're lying. You're just like, this is confusing. The ones that are male are sterile. Ah, that's interesting. Tortoiseshell cats are very, very, very attractive cats. You know what? I'm just saying, those be some sexy cats. Anyway, I just realized you gotta watch out saying words like that on the internet. I started that because your brain fills in the gaps. Yeah, your brain is very good at. That's why you see you know, when you see static, it's like your brain trying to. You only see static when you think about it. You know, when it's dark, because your brain otherwise is just like, this is what you should be seeing. You don't want to see what you're actually seeing because it's a mess. Like here's the craziest one. If you turn upside down and you stay upside down for enough, I think it's a few days, your brain flips the image. And so if you go upright again, everything's flipped upside down for a few days until it adjusts again. That's terrifying to me. But yeah, so the way colorblind people evade tests is they learn when they're meant to say red than when they're meant to say blue. And yeah, it's really interesting that a lot of people lie about being colorblind as a way to dodge being in the military. So, oh god. So they make tests that only colorblind people could get the right answer to. Like there's like, being colorblind is the only way to see certain numbers in the graph. Hey, thank you for 416 members. The 2 people I know did the Isara test, ended up showing colorblindness. I had no clue before. You know, am I colorblind? Let's find out. I know I see different colors in each eye, which I know is not that common. When you die first, being upside down that long. I don't think you die from being upside down for 3 days if you eat and drink, correct? I could be wrong. Also, Silly Bounce says IBX Toy Cat's become one of my favorite Minecraft YouTubers. Thank you, Silly Bounce. I got that at the same time as I got a, I got one from oh, I missed it. That's not, someone. Oh wait, it's someone was just like, you know, all you do is rant, Toy Cat, and it's like, welcome to the live stream. Google Ishihara color deficiency test. Okay, chat. Do you think I'm colorblind? Be honest with me. Would you tell me if I was colorblind, chat? I'm really worried about going AFK in this tunnel. Okay, Ishihara test. Colorblindness.com. Okay, so let's do it. Actually, if we do it with everyone here, then oh god, it's so hard to find the test. Is this okay? I'm just gonna wait to see how the test. Okay, so it's such a tiny part of my screen. I don't know how I'm gonna show this to you effectively. But I'm gonna try my best anyway. Thank you for 400. Build a wall. Make Minecraft great again. It sounds like you want me to do. Okay, so we're gonna have a little. Also, why is this so differently lit than that? Whatever. We're just gonna make ourselves a little box here. And now no Enderman should bother me. Okay, so now what we do is we switch to my... Hey, Black Wizards, Black Metal. I don't know what that is. I'm so confused. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm colorblind, so okay. We're gonna go to... Geography. That's the... Don't know how... I'm always so terrified, like, something horrific's gonna show up. Okay, so you can see the test. It's, like, a little wrong, though. You know what? Screw it. This is what we're doing. We're gonna lower this window a little bit so you can see the whole thing. And this is just Toycat be very bad at streaming. And then I'll move the chat over. Actually, not. Let's see some more chat. Oh god, the chat isn't like... The 2 windows aren't connected. Okay. There we go. We'll see a little bit more chat. Actually, no, I don't want to see just the edge of chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm gonna move you over there. Oh god. Okay. You can just see that. It's fine. Okay, so let's see. Am I cut? Wait, we can just zoom in. Hey, see, I'm smart. Okay, 12, 8, 6, 29. If you disagree with me, either you're colorblind or I'm colorblind. 5, 3, 15, 74. These ones are harder to see, but like it's fine. I think that's a 6, right? Yeah, that's a 6. I bet it looks like an 8 to certain people. 87, right? 87. Yeah, I bet I could work out how to fake one of these tests, because, like, I bet that this one, for instance, I don't know, this one, yeah, I bet this looks like a, oh, I don't know what this looks like, actually. Oh, yeah, you could look at them long enough and work it out. 45, 5, 97. Oh, God, chat, don't make me think I'm colorblind. Everyone's disagreeing with me. Yeah, I'm not colorblind. You're colorblind. Everyone in chat is colorblind, but not me, that's for sure. Oh god, I don't see numbers here. Do you just skip it? Chat, do you see numbers? Nope, don't see numbers. If there are numbers, this looks like a squid. It's fine. Skip. This is also not a number, right? That everyone's saying numbers. I don't know. I should have more trust, but I'm sure everyone's trolling. Oh god, there's no numbers here. I'm surely missing something. Like there's like maybe there's a 1. There's like a either this is the worst 41 in the world, or there's no numbers. Okay, there's none. Also, thank you, Belch Gotcha. I don't think there's numbers here either. Okay, 26, 42, 35, 96. Oh, God. It's a squiggle. So what do I do? Line 0, 1, 2? What does that mean? Oh, lines. Like straight lines? Oh, number of lines. So like 1 line, I think. How many lines is this? 2? Okay, I have no idea how I'm answering these questions. So I'm just winging it. That's 1 line. That's 1 line. That's 1 line. That's 1 line. It's 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 1 line. Sure result. Hey, I'm not red-green colorblind. Oh, I got... I actually did get one wrong. Wait, partially correct. Partially correct. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Well, that's nice. I'm not colorblind. Hey. Everyone be proud of me. It's very hard not to be colorblind, but I do my best. Anyway, so yeah, I bet that you were meant to see numbers where there were squiggles. So everyone who was saying in chat, unless you're trolling, everyone who was saying that in chat, maybe you're colorblind. You ever consider that? You ever think about how that could be true? No, the test is wrong. You know what? No, it's not you that's wrong, it's the test. You're right. My bad. How does seeing different colors in different eyes work? If I shut one eye, like according to my optician, it's normal and everyone does, but most people don't realize it for the same your brain lies to you things. But like the color I see of one eye, like if it's mostly like yellows and oranges and stuff, but like my skin tone looks very slightly different depending on how many eyes I have open. Because in one eye it's like way more saturated, in one eye it's like way more light, I guess, and then together it's like a kind of combination, I would say. And I've always kind of wondered which one's true, but there's no such thing as true colors. Like one of the most basic philosophy things is like, how can we? There is no way. I mean, like, how can we confirm that we all see the same color red? Like, it's like colorblind people are really good at knowing when they should say that a color is red, but they're not good at knowing if a color is red or not because they don't have the cones in their eye. So they know when something is probably red, and they say that it's red. Or, you know, if they see like a weird blue and they say it's red, which they don't, that's not how red-green colorblindness works. But if they see blue and they know that that's what you think is red, they'll be like, that's red. Or even, you know, imagine this. Imagine someone else has all their colors flipped. So what their red is your blue, what their black is your white, etc., etc., etc. There's no way to communicate that because it's in, you know, like realizing how we can't communicate the deepest parts of our being is like probably a good lesson in communication that it's good to be learning about. What I see is red could be your blue. It's the gold blue dress thing. Yeah, like the number of people who get like viciously, not even vicious, but like people who get like so deeply into the whole like I see a blue brown dress, black gold dress. Also, petition for Toy Cat to listen to some black metal. I don't know what you're saying. I'm so confused, Black Wizards, but thank you for the tip. It's because each eye has different iris, so each eye is adjusted for different light levels, and like they self-adjust for exposure. I like that explanation, Jeff San. I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to believe it like it's true because you sound smart. That'll explain why people have different color preferences. Now, color preferences is just people having dumb emotional attachments to color. Like, you know, pink is seen as a feminine color for no particularly big reason, right? And so people associate, you know, like, I don't know, a pink sports car, not cool. Pink lingerie, very, very spicy, attractive, etc., etc. You know, pink pair of glasses, very feminine, not great for a guy. Pink pair of glasses for a girl who doesn't like being feminine, also big problem, am I right? Listen to 1700 sea shanties. Obviously green is the superior color. I have no attachment to any color. Like, it's like people who like claim to love a sports team so much, and I get it, it's like it's the one you follow, so but it's like they're just like at least if it, you know, in the UK, in America too, right? People get attached to sports teams. And it's like, yeah, we won last night. It's like, no, you didn't. A set of people who, for some reason, you have chosen to adopt as your own, won a game last night against some other people who also wear a set of colors that you had no, like, you didn't do things that, right? But the weird like attachment to, because you know we like to be important. We like to have some labels. Isn't pink a later color because it's the one firstly I can't remember. It's interesting because blue is seen as masculine and pink is feminine, but like it used to be blue was a very feminine color. Like, you know, picture anything that could be pink and picture in light like baby blue, I guess. And it's like, oh yeah, you should collab with a YouTuber. I am a YouTuber and I collab myself every day. Checkmate. Vox made a great video about it. One of the ex-Vox journalists things come up my homepage, and he explained something really important about like intelligent journalism that like I'd never been able to put words to. But he's like, be generous to the side against your side. You know, like, oh yeah, there's this draconian thing, but why are they doing this draconian thing? Like, it's being able to explain the why of someone else's actions in a way that they would explain it themselves helps you actually like move the argument forwards rather than being like, oh, there are some people who think that there are some murderers out there who think that they're good people and that you should pay for their bed at night or something. Also, teams change players and team makeups constantly. Like the players probably aren't all from your part of England anymore, anyway. So the regional pride's kind of gone too. Oh yeah, especially in England, right? Like every footballer is. Oh, it's like okay, again. Every footballer is like from some third country. Like I know like most French footballers are not French. Like there's a lot of footballers from like various parts of Africa, the Caribbean, etc., etc. It's like they come to Liverpool or Arsenal or they come to Manchester with the because they are getting paid a lot of money to play for the team. You know that it's like they are a mercenary. You know, to put it in military terms, they are working for the highest bidder. They're not working to secure glory for Liverpool or Arsenal or whoever else. They are working because they are being paid $9.8 million or whatever darn amount. I guess in British, the Premier League's the biggest football league in the world, so I guess it'd be pounds. That's like the one case where dollars is like objectively not making sense. Today I learned for a video called Religion Explained through Minecraft Villages by some Minecraft YouTuber. It was pretty good. Yeah, those are also some of those videos like it's really interesting, like, on YouTube, the amount of time you put into a video doesn't perfectly fit with the amount that, like, people enjoy that video. And those are one of those videos that take me, like, so many weeks of, like, you know, trying to, like, nail the, not even script, but, like, the video points, the talking points down to, like, as short as I can. And then I finish it, and it's like, yeah, people didn't like it. Wasn't good enough. And oh! We're fine. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. My dad told me pink was originally a boy color. Young boy in pink. Yeah, I've heard it. Like, there's a lot of, like, color. Like, here's an interesting one, right? In America, red is seen as the color of the, you know, like blue is seen as like, you know, the left-leaning color, the Democratic color, whereas red is seen as Republican, but it used to flip as recently as like 2000, and they only stopped flipping it because people were looking at the map so long. And it's like, and now everyone assumes that there's no way it wasn't that way forever. Like, oh yeah, red has always been like their logo is red. Wait, is their logo red? I'm gonna confirm. Republican Party logo. Their logo is red and blue, actually. Actually, are both their logos red and blue? Oh, they are. I guess the logos were designed at a time where they did flip every election. But both of the logos are red and blue. But anyway, so like people see it as like, it's always been the case, right? It has always been. Because when we make associations to something, it just seems true. It seems like to make something arbitrary is to remove its meaning. Don't AFK around Enderman. Yeah, that was a scary moment. Also, I watched a documentary series about different Premier League teams. It's wild how much money they're paid and how many different players are literally brought in. Yeah, the Premier League, I think is... I could be wrong. I think it's like the biggest sports league in the world. There's some... If that's not exactly correct, then it's something similar to that. It's like they're... By some metric, they're like one of the... Because they, like... I guess, like, in terms of, like... If you want to watch, like, American sports... I don't think any American sport's particularly big outside of America. Whereas the Premier League is, like, huge and all the developed... Like, I went to Thailand a couple years ago. When that was an option. Dems are blue, Conservatives blue, and certain states are blue and red states. Yeah, everyone has these, like, meanings attached. Like, yeah, blue and red states. That's been that way forever. I mean, we call them blue and red states. They wouldn't make sense if they flipped color every time. But, like, we build terminology around things, and then because we don't talk about the original meaning, like, it kind of fades. And it's like, huh, was that ever really true? Ah, that's wacky. That must have been, like, forever ago, and it's like, the year 2000 is when it stopped flipping. Like, 21 years ago. I wonder if there's a Minecraft capture the flag thing. That was always my, my genius, like... You know, that was one of, like, Notch's original vision ideas. Also, Dave Mann, petition for Toycat to... something. Petition for Toycat to watch Ninja Go. I'm not giving up because ninjas never quit. You misunderstand how convincing Toycat to do things works. And I am eternally sorry for you. Also, we need 4 wives to hit 420 members. I agree. Red in advertising is like a food color, right? Red is also a camera company. So, tomorrow, I'm going to, so wait. If you don't know, in the UK it snowed today. I'm excited. Boom. You can look at pictures all over the internet. It's great. Also, yeah, they were discussing a Premier League player transfer, and they're saying, we're offering you $20 million, so it's not a huge amount of money. And it's like, I beg your pardon. Yeah, I want to say the record is, like, close to 9 figures for a player, because it's worth that much to them. Like, if they win, they get huge bonuses for winning the tournaments. Also, that, like, it's weird that the incentives work that way, but, like, having a top-tier football team is worth more than, you know, 50 million times. Or, like, you know, 10 million times 11 players. I wonder how many players are on the team just earning, like, minimum wage. Like, you know, I could accept more, but I'm just here doing what I love. Doing what I love indeed. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that... Okay. Ooh, we're fine. Yeah, we're good. So, Kat, have you liked the snow today in the UK? Thank you, Lichsack. Can't even read your name correctly. I did like the snow in the UK today. Thank you for bringing it up. No, so it snowed, and I had a few like things move around mildly because of that, and you know, sad is Toycat, I know, but also let's like leave the pathway as a space as a part of this. So is this the center again now? Yeah, this is the center. So after this block, then it goes back into there. And do we have any more slabs? We don't. Darn. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Okay, we're gonna go to 970 as our kind of like end point for the day. Once we get everything to here, we have done ourselves a service. Anyway, so it snowed in the southeast of the United Kingdom today. Actually, it snowed in London. It snowed everywhere all over the UK. It was nice. And like, I realized like, there's like the part of me that just enjoys looking at snow is like just overjoyed. Like there's this weird joy that just comes from inside me. I think because it's like snow days. But then also I realized tomorrow I'm doing a house tomorrow. In case you're curious, I'm such an adult, I know. And you know, as weird as it is that I'm allowed to like go view a house, but I'm not allowed to exercise. You know, whatever. We'll think about the the questions from that later. But I think the weirder thing is like, you know what? I'm gonna have to like go through the snow when it's like sludgy, and it's gonna be like, oh, that's like it was one of those things I was thinking like, this is the moment you become an old man. As soon as you stop enjoying snow, you've officially become an old person. That's my like my barometer of myself. So I'm like, you know what? I'm excited. I'm gonna make snowballs in front of my new potential house. I'm gonna, yeah, it's gonna be wonderful. Toy Cat, are you scared of cancel culture? Honestly, I think it's like dying down because people are realizing that like it was a fun hobby for people involved rather than a way to actually improve society anyway. But there was a phase there where I was terrified. Like, people are diving years back into people's past, just begging to, like, just hoping they find something that makes them, like, and, like, we're acting like, oh, yeah, it doesn't matter that someone was doing a nefarious thing to find this, you know? Like, there's this really interesting concept in law in a lot of countries. In America, it's called the fruit of the poison tree is also poisonous, which is a really weird way to say it, actually. I'm sure I said that wrong. Apples and bananas, here is a pound. Gary is a name. It's not mine, though. Hey, I'm not falling for your name, Jenna. And then tools. Anyway, so, oh god, we have to work back from this side now. We're at 416 members. Would you like us to hit the funny number today, chat? If you would. You know, I'm gonna keep my expectations sky high. Look how big my expectations are. 4 members. Are you watching right now? Would you like that green name? Would you like to use Big Fish in chat? You know, the biggest Bedrock exclusive? Quite literally, I guess. I live in Auckland, which is the most populated city in New Zealand. I went to New Zealand 2017 now, and I spent a lot of time in Auckland. I like it there a lot. Like, it's a city I could see myself living in medium term. Love your content. Let's partner on a Discord. I've never been more horrified by a super chat message. Never been more horrified. The fruit of the poisonous tree. That's what it is. The fruit of the poisonous tree is so, like, if you find evidence in an illegal way, like if you break in someone's house without a warrant, that evidence is illegal because you had to do it. Like, basically to discourage you from doing illegal things, to prove that someone's guilty, because you as the law keepers should follow the law. It's an interesting concept in my opinion. But you know, it's one that we don't really use socially. Oh, these are 10 blocks apart. I didn't realize. It's one we don't really use socially. We just go, oh, we found it out now. Doesn't matter how. So, can't believe you did this thing. And so there are people who are like doing this like very disingenuous thing, I guess, of just like, you know, I'm gonna find things that no one's been looking at. I'm gonna find things years old ago, and then people are gonna hate you because you know what? It's so much more fun to dislike someone than to like someone. Who's looking for reasons to like someone? No one. That's who. Who's looking for reasons to dislike someone? Everyone. That's who. Yeah, this boat jam is a real pickle, in my opinion. Anyways, let's ride the boat backwards.
Can you believe it, guys? He referenced the funny smoke number. Oh my god, I can't believe he's talking about the funny 420 number.
Thank you very much, Tuesday Kid. I do appreciate it. Okay, so you should talk about how law enforcement uses reverse construction to cover up illegally obtained evidence. Yeah, exactly right. I think that's the funniest thing, that like the idea is meant to be that the law enforcement should follow the law. And, like, in response, they're like, what if we could make it look like we were following the law by not following the law even further? It's kind of crazy, you know? Because there is the interesting thing of, like, if you're a lawyer and you have a client that you're pretty damn sure did the thing, and the evidence said they did the thing, but you can prove that somewhere, you know, like the whole chain of custody thing, like, if you can prove that evidence was technically illegal at some point, and therefore it's illegal all the way, and therefore can't be used, and therefore without the evidence, the trial would prove that they're in the grey zone and they would get off free. There's like a lot of like, there's a lot of things that come down to it that make it very bizarre and weird. But yeah, would you like to become a member? Now is the time. If there was a time, now would be that time. Unless there is no time, in which case that time would not be now. but I believe that now is the time. But the only way to know if now is the time is to become a member, which apparently that's just next to the subscribe button. Searching for torches before the stream ends, maybe. Yeah, that's a good idea. I want to do like one last... Look at my tunnel. I really love this tunnel. Like, it's long. It's not as long as it needs to be, though. It needs to be longer. It needs to be, like, so long. But I like what we've done with it so far. I like the color that just stopped 4 blocks in. It's so bizarre. I think maybe we need more water every few blocks. Okay, so we're gonna ride the boat backwards all the way, and we're gonna go look for that torch shulker box. Okay, this is my genius play. Okay, actually, wait. What I want to do? Okay, so Seed Sunday was just finished now. Like, my assistant has been oh, no, it's not finished just now. Well, never mind. There goes that as an idea. Okay, so let me just quickly... I got a DM like 2 minutes ago, so I'll just read what that is. Shared a photo. About to export. Okay. How long till it's done? Anyway, Eric Shun, thank you for the £1 with the sad face. Apologies for your sad face. The color is like the quartz on your Nether Mountain. Right, it's the greatest idea that I just did not want to commit to. You know, here's a stream that I need to do soon. Like, I've been putting this off forever. Exporting, 1 minute left. It's got to be uploaded. It's not going to be fine. Okay, so as soon as this stream ends, I'm going to do something interesting. I don't think it will work, but YouTube has this feature where it will let me send you to a premiere. So as soon as this ends, you'll be able to live watch a video with everyone else. Which, I don't know how that's going to work, but it's something I'm very curious about. But I'm going to set that up now. So, okay, chat. Tell me where you think my torches are. The best bet we have is the UK. I mean, that seems like a funny guess now that I say it out loud. Also, my Elytra is not going to like that journey. Legacy console, greater than everything else. Okay, so I'm going to set the premiere for Seed Sunday. Okay, schedule. Oh, wait, yeah, set as premiere for January the 10:45, so it's in 13 minutes. We got to make sure we finish the stream in the next 30 minutes. That's fine. Yep, we're good. Oh, no, yeah, premiere. Set up premiere? What does that mean? Oh, you can select a trailer? Huh, that's interesting. I should have a little trailer for... You know, that's an interesting little concept. Okay, so we're going to save that. And then we're gonna go look in the UK. Main house. Imagine if it was just in the main house, it was that simple. That'd be crazy. Usually only the 4th channel for premieres. Oh! So there's the UK. Let's fly over to it. Haha, you said Eric Shun. Oh, there we go. Nice. I hope you have a good time with these, Mr. Kieran. I hope you have a enjoyable time. You know, I really do. Anyway, it's over here somewhere. I actually don't know the exact coordinates of it. Yeah, we should see it soon enough. We should. Okay, this island is nearby, so we'll fly up. Aha! There we go. There is the UK. Do you think I left my shulker? No, it's not in the UK. Unless, wait, is there a shulker box? Okay, so that's a piece of dirt. Is there a shulker box by one of these towers, maybe? It's possible. Okay, then we're gonna go to the main house. And where would I leave? Did I, like, throw it into a chest somewhere, maybe? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna look for next. Okay, I'm gonna go look for that. I think the torches are in the overworld, so it's Poop Killer 2. You have a fun name and even more fun view on life. Yeah, I'm gonna have to repair this soon. We'll try not to go too far north. So, Kat, can you explain the use of this tunnel? Says Fat Rodent Rat. The trick is that it has no use. That's the secret ingredient. Northern Ireland is to the north of Ireland. Technically speaking, Ireland goes further north than Northern Ireland does. But don't think about that one too much. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that I just left. Okay, is that the torch jet? No. Nope. Nope. One of these. Okay, torches. Oh, it's gonna be one of these, right? Torches. Anyone see it? Sticks. Birch log. Ooh, this could be it. It's a weird... I don't know why I've got... I mean, if this is my torch box, then something's concerned. Is this my torch box? Unless I have another one. You know, things get more confusing. And I don't know how that is possible. But yet it happens anyway. Is this the, you know, I guess I guess it works. Can't complain about that. And then we'll throw the pop chorus down here, which I probably have too much of. Oh, and then we've got some regular chorus fruit, and you know, it's fine. So we're gonna make ourselves a bunch of torches. And then we need like probably one last stream. Like push through. Get ourselves out of the woods on this one. I feel like I should label them. You know, you'd figure that would be smart. But yeah, I'm also definitely not gonna do it. Yeah, so we now have some torches at least. That's nice. Also, I've got some gravel. Definitely don't want. Make the torch box a yellow box. I'm really worried about dying boxes. Okay, chat. Collectively, is there a bug with dying boxes right now? Like, I don't like playing around with boxes when they're in use. I guess I could just make a new one to avoid it. Or something like that. But, you know, it's worrying. It's worrying. Make the torch box yellow. I have too many yellow boxes. I need a better color than yellow. Orange? Yeah, orange, because it's lit, you know. You get it? Lit as heck. Okay. Red. Yellow dye is really easy to come by usually, so we'll just try and find some. Orange dye. Oh, yellow dye. Perfect. And then we'll combine the two. Get 2 orange dyes. And then we, just crouch and... Oh, you have to do it in the inventory. I'm done. I think you can also do it in a shulker box, but we're just not going to. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to, like, do it manually. I'm going to, like, reconfirm that it has all the stuff on the other side. Okay, that looks like it should be fine. There we go. Everything's okay. So now this is my torch shulker box, and I'm not going to lose it again. It's weird that I need a torch shulker box, but here I am anyway, you know? Oh, okay. Oh, no, I just set the premiere for the other video, and I just got the... Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna quickly... Okay. This is exciting stream content. Toycat text as assistant. Okay, so do you want to watch Seed Sunday live with a bunch of other viewers? I bet you don't, but you have to anyway, because you know what? Not everything you do is going to be your favorite thing to do. See? There we go. Tying it all together, am I right? Edge of my seat stuff. I know, I do a great job over here. I hope you will enjoy this live stream, though. I had a lot of fun, as always. I like stream projects and chill. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. Tomorrow, I'm viewing a house, so I don't know when I'll be back. Except it's snowing, so I guess I have to be... I guess that might make me slower back, actually. I don't know how snow affects my life, honestly. I'm doing real things in the snow. Aren't I great? And then on Friday, I am temporarily in... You know, there's a fun story to do of Scotland and me on Friday that maybe I'll tell somewhere on the internet in the future. And, but yeah, can't wait to hear about the house. So actually, I'm worried I'll give away the house by saying this. It's a house that's actually a flat, and I really don't want to buy a flat. Like, I hate the idea of not owning something. I'd rather pay more money and actually own a thing than always be paying rent on something I own. Because if you own something, why are you paying rent on it? That seems really dumb in my opinion. But that's how it works in the UK. You don't actually own flats. You own a lease on the flats, and you pay a yearly rent to keep up the lease. And then also the lease runs out, and you have to pay to extend it. So I don't want a flat, and I make it very clear. But I got like a guy that accidentally a flat was advertised as a house. But I really do like the flat because it looks like a house. And also, it's very cheap in terms of the yearly rent thing. And you don't care about any of this. So you know what I'm going to say instead? Is thank you for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't die in a house fire. And I'll see you all in Seat Sunday, which is in 5 minutes now. So, goodbye. Oh, we didn't hit 420 members. Life is sad. Be not sad. See you Sunday.